When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School Volleyball, featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
Welcome into Hedgesville High School. We are up here in the Eagles Nest, ready for EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. The 14-8-1 Hedgesville Eagles host the 10-7-2 Martinsburg Bulldogs. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Our cameraman this evening is Colin McLaughlin, and back in the studio is Nick Verzolini. So tonight, Jim, we've got a matchup between the top team in the EPAC, one of the top in the state of West Virginia, Hedgesville. I mentioned they're 14-8-1 on the season, but they're 8-0 in regional play, yet to drop one in the Eastern Panhandle, because including the last time that we saw them was a sweep here on their home floor against the defending state champion, Musselman-Appleman, and it'll be a tough task for Mike Nelson and the Martinsburg Bulldogs here tonight, who are, though, on a 5-match win streak.
Yeah, we had the privilege of doing the Martinsburg match on Thursday, October 5th, and we saw Martinsburg get flat in the third set, but did prevail over a sizable Spring Mills team 3-1. Martinsburg winning 25-22, 25-16. They lost set 3, 25-17, and then in a struggle in set 4, finished out the victory at 27-25. Hedgesville enters the match at home tonight, ranked 4th in the AAA, according to the Max Preps rankings that came out this morning. Martinsburg has jumped a number of spots based on the winning streak that you mentioned, Dylan, at number 17 in AAA. So this is a good run for Martinsburg, and they're playing it in Hedgesville, so they're really going to have to avoid those flat streaks to be able to take this match on the road.
Right, we did see that they were able to get a set victory over Musselman last time that those two faced off. That 5-match win streak for the Bulldogs, as you mentioned, Spring Mills this past Thursday. Last Tuesday against Jefferson in 4 sets, and then wins against Petersburg, Hampshire, and Washington, all in straight sets. So they've gone 15-2 in their last 17 sets there. And it's going to be a whole different matchup here against Hedgesville, who does get Lexi Winston back since the last time we saw them against Musselman. Kylie Ann East still out. course, Lena Harper, before the season, went out with a season-ending injury, but they've adjusted pretty well. They've won their last 3 EPAC matches in straight sets over the last 2 weeks. So Coach Whitford says that she thinks they've adjusted pretty well to their new roles and new lineups, and we'll see if they can continue that streak tonight against the Martinsburg Bulldogs. And
Yep.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but just to add to that, both the Sykes have been playing well. It's unfortunate Kylie Ann East isn't in. What we saw Martinsburg do in their last couple matches is run through these periods of flatness. What they did against Musselman was they were able to maintain very good consistency, I thought, through the first 2 sets. Not only did they pass well, they served aggressive. They cut down on their errors. What we saw on Thursday against Spring Mills, inexplicably, after having big leads, seemed to just get complacent, momentum being the fickle beast, and in set 3 lost 25-17 and then really struggled. It was anyone's opportunity to win in the 4th set before Martinsburg pulled it out 27-25. They absolutely cannot do that against the Hedgesville team. The more comfortable that the Sykes girls get in the offense with Kylie Ann East out, it's going to be more difficult. When Hedgesville has been in trouble, maybe it's been in serve-receive. They've got, Martinsburg, I think, has got to play keep away from Gracie Brown. They've got to mark her on the block, but I really don't like the idea when Grace is at the 5, serving the 5, giving her the opportunity to control the destiny, because when she passes well, which she tends to receive more serve receives than a lot of other players on the team, it puts the setter in a position to reward her for the good pass, and she just has the ability to put the ball away. I think it's going to be a fun match tonight. Martinsburg's got to play very well to have a chance to beat Hedgesville.
With that, we'll take a 2-minute break. The other side of that break will be just a couple minutes away from the JV match. We'll get you the rosters for those sides and last-minute breakdowns before Martinsburg and Hedgesville take each other on in volleyball action tonight. Again, another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have more EPAC volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School. We're just a couple minutes away from the JV match between the Bulldogs and the Eagles. We'll get you the JV lineups for both sides here tonight, starting with the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs. We have number 4, Deanne Bajent, number 7, Abigail Rupenthal, number 12, Lydia Linneberg, number 14, Michaela Hess, number 15, Mackenzie De Leon, number 16, Preslin Heidel, number 22, Yaya Teasley, number 24, Maya Williams, number 25, Amaya Mott, number 28, Megan Kelso, number 30, Savannah Mallett, and number 31, Penelope Curtis. For the JV side for Hedgesville tonight, we have Addison Groves, number 1, number 2, Brianna Ryder, number 3, Riley Lamb, number 4, Alexis Branner, number 5, Ella Cogswell, number 6, Zoe Alwyn, number 8, Ashlyn Canby, number 9, Grace Lathwell, number 10, Bailey Marshall, number 11, Ariana Walters, number 12, Chloe Hudson, number 13, Jillian Sykes, number 14, Madison Elliott. That will get in one more 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the start of the junior varsity match. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer deaths in the United States each year. But do you know the radon levels in your home? Home is a place to live, love, and laugh, not a place to breathe air containing radon. The Berkeley and Morgan County Health Departments are distributing free confidential radon test kits, and you can get yours at the Berkeley County Health Department office in Martinsburg and the Morgan County Health Department office in Berkeley Springs. Protect your home and family. Get your free radon test kit today.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Welcome back here to Hedgesville High School. We're just moments away from starting the junior varsity match between the Bulldogs and the Eagles here as we get ready for 2 matches of Martinsburg versus Hedgesville. So we'll get the whistle here from the officials and get some sportsmanship at the net, and we'll get ready to go. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Jim, some last second thoughts going into this one that we're about to start.
Well, we saw Martinsburg's JV team make a number of unforced errors, so hoping for just good clean play. Like to see good serve, put the ball in play, lots of 3 contact opportunities, and we'll go from there.
See who's going to take the floor first for both sides. Looks like on the Hedgesville side in the white jerseys, blue shorts. And then Martinsburg side, the gray jerseys and the black shorts. It'll start out for Hedgesville, Madison Elliott, Ashlyn Canby, and Ariana Walters up in the front. We'll see Brianna Ryder, the libero, check in. Grace Lathwell and Riley Lamb started things out. Yaya Teasley, Maya Williams, and Abigail Rupenthal up front first for the Bulldogs. Michaela Hestiem, Bajent, and Preslin Heidel as well. We'll get the first serve from Riley Lamb.
Perfect pass goes to Teasley.
Teasley had a tough contact here by Hedgesville. They'll be able to recover and not quite send the free ball, though. Mishit. That was Walters. First point goes to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Hedgesville, the player in the back row moving forward needs to send the free ball.
Set up 10-line hit, and that's a kill from the 10 line for Ashlyn Canby, tying things up at 1.
Yaya Teasley had a great match against Spring Mills, really came into her own. I mean, she likes to push the ball tip. She had some great swings there at the end of that Spring Mills match. Very athletic.
We got an ace from Addison Groves, who just checked into the game. Second point for the Eagles. It's 2-1. Groves with another one, sends this one at Rupenthal. Ended up being a hit for Heidel. It's a free ball. Lamb sets up left side. Passed it further out to the outside than Grace Lathwell expected. So that's an error. It ties things up at 2. Teasley sends this one over. Lathwell from behind the 10 line. It's the down ball and miscommunication. Maya Williams was letting Teasley come up for it. She didn't get there. So point right back to the Eagles, 3-2.
I like the way that Brianna Ryder plays. I think that she's very aggressive. She has seemingly good ball control. And what a great serve at that deep 2, right early, shallow 1.
Sent it over at Penelope Curtis.
Free ball and then a perfect pass by Ryder in a back set.
And Elliott.
And that's a kill.
Gets the kill over at Curtis, giving the Eagles the first 2-point lead of the match. So Ryder will try another good serve. See if she can keep up. So this one will be Heidel with a free ball.
Another perfect pass by Ryder. Low set, got to make the adjustment. Martinsburg's getting a free ball, got to use it here.
Brainerd had to punch that one over. Bajent, good dig by Lamb. Lathwell, free ball.
I'd like to see Lathwell get her hand up and take a swing at that.
And the set, a little too close to the net for Heidel. Another point for Hedgesville. 5-2, Eagles lead now.
That's Brianna's mom as the Lions person on the right-hand side, over on the Martinsburg side. I'd like to see Brianna drop one on the line.
Well, she goes to the other side, takes off the tape at the top of the net.
She called the touch, though. She called the touch. Put mom in a tough spot here, Brianna.
The ace for Ryder makes it 6-2.
Serve a bullet up to 5. That's what I want to see. She goes for the seam. 5-6 seam.
At Heidel, off of her hands. It's 2 straight aces.
Martinsburg swings the other way.
Number 2. Looking for ace number 3. And this time, Martinsburg gets there. Ends up a free ball.
Oh, it's tight pass. They go for the setter dump.
Dumped over by Lamb. Bajent into the net.
And she didn't back up in transition. Got to get off the net, move forward. After she passed the ball, she just kind of stood and watched. She's got to continue the progression off the net so that she can move forward.
8-1 run after a 1-0 start for the Bulldogs. That was close again. They're able to get the free ball after the bounce off the net.
Good pass by Ryder, way outside.
Lathwell
doesn't go.
Yeah, can't get over the free ball. Tough angle again. 8-3. That's how Martinsburg has gotten 2 of their 3 points on those errors from Hedgesville, hitting the ball too far out to that left-hand side. So down by 5, we'll see Amaya Mott checking in to serve.
Yeah, Mott had some runs against Spring Mills.
Sends that one at Ryder.
Yeah, not the right person to serve to. Oh, there's a great 10-line swing. Great back row attack. Like that aggressive swing. But see, Ryder's just very consistent. Good pass. Lathwell with a good swing. It's a free ball. Oh, I was worried that was tight.
Back set to Elliott off the tape. And hits off of Martinsburg, but goes over the net and out. So the point goes to the Eagles.
Yeah, and a good play by Groves. The court awareness. She followed the ball to the line, put her foot on the line, and then clearly called out. You know, you take some of those plays for granted in transition free ball plays, but those are the things that little things that you put together, and that's what translates into a winning tradition.
A 9-3 Bailey Marshall serves for the Eagles.
Yeah, deep serve. That might have put Amanda Ryder to the test.
Free ball goes over from Kelso. Left-handed.
Bagent reaches back.
Tough angle in the free ball by Heidel. Lathwell gets another shot at it. They'll go back over to Heidel. And off the hands of Marshall. That's a kill for the Bulldogs, 9-4.
And that defensive rotation, that communication, you got to figure out. You know, Ryder could call her off. She's got the deeper release. She's got the angle.
Heidel serving now for Martinsburg.
Back set.
Lathwell on the right side now. Off the block, gets the kill, makes it 10-4.
Yeah, except for that little dump free ball where she tried to bump it across. Lathwell had a great run against the front row.
She now goes back to serve. Groves checks out. A tough play for Martinsburg, but they end up getting the free ball across.
Yeah, Rupenthal with a good save actually ran into the table.
And it's Alexis Branner off the serve in the middle. Goes too far, out past the back line. So it's now 10-5.
Yep, middles can't swing straight. Shoot the V. Got to aim for the corners. And at the varsity level, the ball gets blocked if you don't shoot the V, if you don't work your angles.
Whistle ready for play from the official. Bagent serves. Hedgesville has to send over the free ball.
Good pass by Bagent. Just a great athletic play.
Another free ball by Hedgesville. Set. Teasley from the middle. Gets it to land in the back.
Yeah, that's the textbook Teasley play. She likes to go up high. She's very athletic. And she has the ability to push the ball where she wants. Although you teach to cover short, you have to stay back on Teasley and release. Oh, and a service error doesn't help.
Bagent's serve hooks to the left. It makes it 11-6 Hedgesville. Now Branner does the same exact thing.
Well, they called it in.
Well, I guess she almost did the exact same thing.
I was watching for the R1 to see if he overturned it because I thought we are quite far away and on the left side, but I thought that I saw court between line.
And my instinct was that it was out, but 12-6.
I could call hands
tough
there.
Play. Can't get the ball over.
Yeah, Rupenthal's in a tough situation. He could have called hands. She was backing him. It's a timeout, Martinsburg. Good timeout.
At 13-6 to get the first timeout for the Bulldogs. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds. The EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
13-6 here in the first set. The JV match here between the volleyball teams of Hedgesville and Martinsburg as Alexis Branner serves once more. Be a down ball hit by Lamb. Except from De Leon. Kelso puts a little too much on it. Brainer watches it go. Another point for the Eagles.
Think about this JV team and what a different team it might look like if they were playing right now with, I don't know, Alexis Smith, Parker Sutherland, Grace Brown, Jillian Sykes. I mean, they're all sophomores. Sophomores who get considerable time on the varsity team.
A lot of young talent on Hedgesville.
Yeah.
As that one goes out after the hit by Hedgesville on the Martinsburg side. Point goes to the Bulldogs. 14-7. Hedgesville over Martinsburg.
Yeah, they teach you the hard-driven ball. You really need to shrug your shoulders. The more that you shrug and pull your arms together, thumbs up, J-stroke, it helps you to cushion the ball to receive it. That overpass went out. It's another opportunity, another overpass situation.
Go left side. That ends up a kill for Abigail Rupenthal. Cuts the lead to 6. So Michaela Hess will get a second serve.
Yeah, in good form. Rupenthal really reached up. Good snap, follow through.
And 2 is all she'll get. That one goes into the net. 15-8.
Yeah, tough when you're digging out of a hole. You know what I mean? Like at 14-8, miss serve. Everything counts at that point. Now Martinsburg's down a touchdown. You don't hear that often, do you?
Riley Lamb on the other side gets it
Ace.
to hit off the tape, and it's another ace for the Eagles. 16-8.
Yeah, Dylan Bishop in his full-time job is calling football for Martinsburg Bulldogs, and here I just used the term down a touchdown. That should resonate with you, man. Well, I guess not for Martinsburg. Usually it's the other way around.
I was thinking it's not often you see Hedgesville up 7 over Martinsburg. At least maybe you see it here in volleyball, but certainly not in football.
Not outside, let's say that.
Yeah, 16-8. This one over to Rupenthal on the left side.
Great set outside. Nice block by, I thought it was Williams. Yep.
I think it was Williams. Got that one 16-9 now.
Oh, knuckleball.
Served by Rupenthal. It'll be a tough play. And off the block, it's a kill for Canby.
Canby came off 1 foot, beat the block.
17-9 Hedgesville.
It's a good athletic move.
Addison Groves checks back in. Gets it over to Rupenthal.
Got to be free. Backs to the basket. Oh, a real aggressive down ball. And could call some hands. Here's some groans.
Curtis going to hit this one left side. Hedgesville goes to the left side as well. It's Lathwell.
That's an
and
that's
that
a
one
kill.
is certainly a kill for Grace Lathwell. Back to doubling up is Hedgesville, 18-9. Martinsburg will have to hit a down ball. It's Williams, and Groves tried to come across and hit it. Didn't get a good contact on it. 18-10 now.
Yeah, Ryder's got to be a little bit more aggressive. She's wearing the different colored jersey. She needs to call her off. You want your libero to play as many balls as you can. And look, she's got the talent, the ability to do it. Great swing. Oh, my goodness.
In the net.
Yeah, she called her in the net. I was looking at the feet. You have to accelerate to play the ball, and she did everything right, just got caught in the net.
So 11 on the board now for Martinsburg. Madison Elliott off the contact. A deep free ball. Wood very deep. Ryder the dive for it. And Williams. Tough play here. Will Martinsburg get it over? They do.
Oh, my. Been letting him play. That's okay. Working through it. Oh, good deal.
Idle. Dug out and an attempt at a tip over by Walters.
And Walters just
doesn't work out.
She mistimed it.
18-12. It's 3 in a row for the Bulldogs. Yaya Teasley will send this one at Groves. Lathwell, it's a free ball. And off the hands of Bajent. Martinsburg still somehow able to recover. Dump.
Man, I don't like just it works, I guess, but
and not able to do it twice in a row for the Bulldogs.
I mean, fundamentally, what do you want? You want your kids to learn how to pass, set, and execute, or the set or dump at this level. You just like to see them work that out, and it was a good pass in a situation where all three hitters were ready. So run your offense.
19-12, Hedgesville.
Just a philosophical thing.
Riley Lamb sets up Madison Elliott, and off of the hand of Maya Williams. Not sure if that would have stayed in or not. It would have been close. Michaela Hess was diving for it too. But either way, it's a kill for Elliott.
Martinsburg.
This one comes at 20-12. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds. EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Hedgesville stands just 5 points away from taking set one here in junior varsity action against the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Serve from Brianna Ryder. Two hands pushed over by Heidel.
Oh, it's low.
Middle
good
punch.
Yeah, good punch.
That was Branner. Go in the middle for Bajent. Brianna Ryder, too much on it.
And her mom calls it out. She's going to have to discuss that tomorrow at the dinner table.
All Mom can really say is, what do you want me to do?
Yeah,
it was definitely out.
It was not in. Quit hitting straight.
20-13 now. Martinsburg with a long way to go to try to get back into this one. But Maya Mott will try.
Oh, bottom dropped out of it. It was a great serve by Mott. Lathwell off block. And Mott, a good set outside.
Set up in the middle again. Branner. I think that one went over.
Yeah, I don't know, but Bajent was all over it. I mean, even if it would have clearly gone over, it would have come right back.
It might have affected her. It might have affected the swing a little bit, knowing that Bajent was right there. 20-14 now. Mott to swing and a miss by Lathwell. I think maybe she didn't put the 100%, precision effort, thinking that it might go out. Maybe she missed it on purpose, but it stays in.
Yeah, it was definitely in.
So only a 5-point deficit now. Mott will go again, and it's an ace.
Yeah, we've seen Mott do this before. If I'm Hedgesville, I'm thinking about timeout, and it looks like we might see one.
At 20-16. Well, we'll keep it here through the break. Martinsburg making a big push here. It was 18-9. Now it's 20-16. And Hedgesville kind of making some mistakes on their end, but the Bulldogs starting to get things going on their own.
Yeah, we saw that in the last Martinsburg match. Mott went on a nice run in set one, came back in set two, missed her first service opportunity. Spring Mills won the second set. So Mott has the opportunity here to keep it going, reverse tide.
So only down 4 now.
Very high pass by Ryder, but playable, and it's going to be a free ball. Down ball. Good aggressive down ball. Started with a good serve. Here we go.
Heidel pops that one across. Ryder set up Elliott. It's a tough play off block. And it's a kill for Madison Elliott.
Yeah, it rolls the net. Bajent's got to penetrate. When the ball gets close, you got to reach across, got to press. After the third contact, you can block it. As far as you can reach over the net, you can block. After the third contact.
So lead for the Eagles back up to 5.
Great serve.
Soft.
My goodness.
Soft touch on the serve.
Yeah, Marshall serves what we called the 3 being the middle player. Anything inside the 10 line is, in my practice, that kid gets a free drink.
Bailey Marshall makes it 22-16. She does
again.
the same thing, but
Yeah.
Martinsburg's able to get to it at least.
Yeah,
this time.
Mott gets down and dirty and gets the dig out of that.
Marshall sets up for Lamb. They'll go left side. It's Heidel. Dug out by Ryder.
Deep one. Like to see it deeper.
Hessel set up Bajent in the middle. Soft touch. Up in the air it goes. Hedgesville, it goes over in 2. And eventually, ball falls on the Martinsburg side for another Hedgesville point.
Yeah, tough to read if that actually crossed the plane of the net.
23-16. Hessel set up Heidel. More
Heidel makes
outside.
a great adjustment. Good save by Marshall. Mott with a perfect, not so perfect. A little bit shanked right.
Heidel floats that one. Good dig by Marshall, but
again.
it went over and won.
My.
Martinsburg can't send it back.
Yeah, Martinsburg twice got Hedgesville out of system, but they just couldn't finish the play. And this is a potential set point with Bailey Marshall serving. See if she drops another dime inside the 10 line.
24-16, first set point of the night for the JV Eagles. Heidel, left side.
That's definitely in. That was a great play. Ryder steps up, sets it outside. Lathwell with the big swing, but Martinsburg digs.
Go back to Heidel. And another dig by Groves, but Branner was running in on it, but she was going to be the only one able to make the play on it. She didn't realize it.
You got to either really aggressively call for help or Marshall's got to get there. She's the setter. You got to sprint to the net.
17 up on the board now for the Bulldogs. Need to make a big run. And they at least start with good momentum. There's an ace by Heidel. They still need to get 6 in a row to get this out of set point.
Well, they actually need 7 because it's 6 in a row. A side out gives Hedgesville another set point. Like, this is just such a bad position to be in. It's tight. There's the setter dump. That was a real tight pass. I think that she didn't have any options. Reach.
Lathwell. Too much. Another point for the Bulldogs. 19 up on the board now.
Got to have a good first contact if you're Hedgesville. Heidel needs to concentrate on getting it in, and she does. Good pass by Ryder.
Marshall goes right side for Lathwell. Now she gets the kill and gets the set point. 25-19. First set goes to Hedgesville. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll get ready for set 2 in JV action between Hedgesville and Martinsburg. This is TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, EPAC Volleyball.
Flu season is just around the corner. Protect yourself with a flu shot. Most people 6 months and older are encouraged to get the flu vaccine every season. WV Medicine announces 2 fall vaccine clinics for your convenience. October 26th at Inwood Primary Care, 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. October 27th at Spring Mills Primary Care and Pediatrics from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call ahead for an appointment. Knock out the flu this season. Get your flu shot at one of these fall vaccine clinics.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
First set in the JV match goes to the Eagles, 25-19 against Martinsburg. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you. TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. First set almost there at the end. Bulldogs tried to make a comeback push, but they just kind of had too far to go at that point. And Hedgesville was able to secure it after a pretty dominant first set, at least for a lot of that, for long stretches of it.
Yeah, and Martinsburg just made a couple, when you get down early, you have to play consistently better through that middle section of the match. And what stands out to me was the missed serve by Hess at, I don't know, I think it was 13-8 or 14-8, something like that. It's the hole gets to the point where it's too deep to dig. And Martinsburg actually didn't give up. They kept fighting. Hedgesville made a couple mistakes. Mott had a good run at serve, and Hedgesville just found a way to put it away there at the end. I think if Martinsburg can keep it a little bit closer and eliminate some of their early mistakes, maybe they can steal this set.
At one point, it was 18-9 Hedgesville, and Bulldogs were able to cut it to 20-16. So if they can put together a run like that for all of the second set, or at least more of it, they can get this one to set number 3.
Yeah, and that you raise a good point. Actually, Martinsburg called timeout at 6:13 and 12:20, so they actually lost the timeout battle. The differential was 6 on the first timeout, 7 on the second timeout, all in that middle range, 6-13 and then 12-20. So that's where the match, ended up getting away from them. They fought back, forcing Hedgesville to call the timeout at 20:16. That's a great observation, Dylan.
The Branner will come off for Ryder. We'll get things started. First serve of set number 2 goes to Abigail Rupenthal. And that serve hit way up in the air by Canby. Elliott left side, blocked. Sent it back over, though. Heidel left side. And it's Canby again, and it's out. Nearly got it down in that corner. But
very, very strong, aggressive swing. Yeah, Martinsburg's got to get Teasley involved, I think. She's gone across the front row too many times to not have more than that one deep kill.
Free ball. So like the first set, the second set starts with a point for Martinsburg. Can be blocked at the net. It's going to be a tough one. Ryder does get it across. Teasley sends a free ball back. Lamb, middle. And it falls. Ariana Walters gets the kill.
Yeah, Williams with the touch. We used to coach not to reach back. Once the ball leaves the plane of your body, it's a very low percentage play to reach back. You got to trust the defense behind you. Also helps if the person at the one base is calling for the ball aggressively. Oh, that's an ace.
Addison Groves sends it.
The ball acted like it hit a cold air pocket. It dropped like the stock market. My goodness.
The sophomore Groves was a freshman at Spring Mills last year and saw a little bit of action in varsity for the Cardinals. You're at 2-1 for the Eagles.
Oh, perfect
Groves
pass.
digs that one.
Oh, my.
A tough angle for the Eagles. They do get it over.
Good adjustment out of system, and here's an attack for Martinsburg.
Madison Elliott, down ball. Bajent sets up Heidel, too much on it.
Yeah, but it was a good pass by Hess, which set up the offense. And again, you can't be too, upset with the lack of execution on the kill, because it was a perfect pass, a good set, great swing. Work on those mechanics in practice.
Groves follows up with a service error. So at 3-2 Hedgesville to be Yaya Teasley next to serve. Sends that one to Ryder. Pops it up. Go over to Zoe Alwyn. And it's out. Tried to go across left to right to the back corner. Didn't quite fit it in.
Man, I like the idea. Just got to execute. Nice deep corner.
Elliott gets it in. Teasley let it go, thinking it was out, but it was not. So the Eagles take the lead back 4-3. So the libero Ryder had a good run of serves last set and continues it into this one. The ace makes it 5-3. So one more time from this. It's another ace.
Yeah, Rupenthal's got to keep her hands down. She can't swing her arms. She's got to keep her hands down, make contact, chin down, eyes on the ball, watch it off your forearms.
6-3 now. 3 straight for Hedgesville.
Ryder's like, I can do this all day. Now play some defense for him and get me another point. Here, I'll help myself with the perfect pass. Great swing.
Keeps that one in this time. Heidel, left side, blocked. Passed over. Madison Elliott off the tape. Bajent will send the free ball. Layham goes to Alwyn. She had to make the adjustment. Got it over. See what Martinsburg does with it. It's Heidel, and it's a kill. Lead back down to 2. Mott will check in for Williams and go back to serve. And just barely out. Good play by Groves and Ryder, both letting that one go.
Yeah, good effort by Mott. Similar situation at Spring Mills.
7-4. Bailey Marshall will serve.
Really want to focus on getting that first serve in. Work those angles. Going to serve aggressive, shoot at the corners.
Heidel.
Man,
line
Heidel's
drive.
feeling it. What a great swing, and this is trouble.
It's Cogswell that has to send over the free ball.
Yeah, Cogs will save the day there. No one else is home.
Marshall passes for Alwyn. Doesn't get enough on the hit.
Yeah, it just missed contact.
That point goes over to the Bulldogs. And Heidel will be next to serve. So Preslin Heidel sends this one at Ryder. Marshall sets. Go in the middle for Bajent.
It's got to be angle.
Up at the net. Hess will set up for Rupenthal. Takes a little bit off of it.
No outside.
Hedgesville digs it, though. Back to Ryder, and it's a back row kill for Brianna Ryder.
Yeah, it's a good swing. Good play all around. I really like the fact that the setter identified that Zoe Alwyn made the dig, which meant when she pulls off the net, that's where you go to that back row swing. Real tough angle to go middle or back set.
Eagles back up by 3 again. Grace Lathwell serves and serves into the net. We get a whistle.
And that's a point for Hedgesville.
Out of position was the Bulldogs.
Rotation error. Yep.
So 9-5 when it was going to be a service error. Unless
it looked like Mott and Mallet never switched back.
As sets Rupenthal.
See, Mallett's moving to the one base on defense.
Cogswell.
There's a touch call.
Mott says that she didn't hit it. From my angle, I didn't see her touch it. But I am much farther away than the officials. 10-5, Hedgesville.
Now watch the defensive rotation. Mott's at the 6. And she slides to the 1. Yeah, that's definitely what happened in the rotation error.
Mott has to send the free
now
ball.
at the 5.
Punch by Branner. Set up, Rupenthal. Tight up
Good
by the
pass,
net.
Good pass, good swing.
Yeah, and off the block, it's another kill.
I think that's Canby, and that's
Yes,
textbook.
it was.
That's just textbook. You know, and if I'm Martinsburg, you can't be too unhappy other than the fact that the block, you know, you could penetrate more in the block, make better contact, but really both teams just played the ball very well.
4 straight for Hedgesville. It's 11-5. Just barely nicking off the tape was that one. And somehow Rupenthal dives and gets it over, and then Hedgesville sends it into the net and to the floor. Abigail Rupenthal, the diving dig to send the free ball. It's 11-6. And the birthday girl, DM Bajent, will serve this one. Ella Cogswell. That's in.
Yeah, great swing. Right to the deep one corner.
Oh, it's 12-6. Scoreboard just shut off, but it is 12-6.
Please do not unplug the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to need to make an announcement. The crowd's filling in.
Yeah,
somebody's going to have to get an abacus out. How are they going to keep track? Oh, it's back on.
Back up. Reed's 11-6. Hopefully they realize there's that other point. Rupenthal gets the kill.
Yeah, and see, and Martinsburg's not playing poorly to think that they're down 7-11. I mean, good passing, good swings. Just got to cut down on some of those first contact mistakes. You can't miss your first serve. Serve receive, you can't get out of system. You can use the full offense, and here's a great chance for Hess.
Scoreboard has been corrected, 12-7. Kayla Hess.
Nice swing.
The southpaw serve. Dump over by Hedgesville. Maya Williams. They'll go left side, can be blocked.
And Teasley just goes across the front row again with no swings.
And Rupenthal's swing goes into the net. So Hedgesville back up by 6.
Yeah, Teasley and Williams are in on the block, but Teasley, I mean, we saw her with a lot of swings at Spring Mills, you know, and it resulted in a 2-1 win. Now they're down 1 set and losing 7-13. You got to get Teasley involved in the offense, I think.
Riley Lamb's serve. It'll be tough for Martinsburg, but they get it over. Madison Elliott. Will Martinsburg do it again? Yes, they do.
It's just so scrappy, out of system. It's a lower set. That's a great swing
a
off.
Big swing by Ashley.
Yeah, it's a lower set, and then it's harder for Teasley to get there, which is exactly the type of offense that I like to run. I like to run upscale, up tempo, make the defense late on their rotations. Hard for Teasley to get there if the set's faster than she is.
14-7, just like last set, and make it 14-8.
Great
Maya
swing
Williams.
by Williams. Yeah, but again, good first touch, great set. Williams with a big swing.
So roll the ball back over to Martinsburg for Rupenthal to serve.
Oh, it's an overpass.
Yep, and it's hit out by Teasley.
But Teasley was all over it. If she goes up with her left hand, instead of going for the swing, if she goes up with her left hand and deposits the ball, you know, she could have blocked it just as easy as the kill. And you can't fault the aggression. I mean, I like that. Going for the swing.
15-8. There's another big swing by Heidel.
Yeah, it starts with that good first pass.
Curtis up the set. It's going to be a difficult free ball.
A free ball with your back to the net.
In the middle, that was Walters.
Another free ball with your back to the net, and it's bumped out of bounds.
16-8.
I mean, think about the offensive capability. Well, there's a timeout, 8-16.
That's the first one of the set. Doubling up Martinsburg again is the JV Hedgesville Eagles. We'll take the 30-second break with them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Back out of the timeout here, just had a service error. The first point out made it 16-9. Hedgesville's leads down to 7.
A good swing by Groves, just sailed on her a little bit, a little deep.
Yaya Teasley.
Teasley with a good serve.
Overpass and a kill for DM Bajent. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
16-10.
Served it up for her. If I'm Ariana Walters, if I were the coach, I'd be sending Ariana Walters up after that. And then if she can't get a hand on it, to at least try and deflect it, then maybe get a block.
Teasley going to send another one at Ryder.
Oh.
And Alwyn. Maya Williams.
Definitely in. Good
really
play.
Reared back up for that one, as does Alwyn. Still up in the air. Go to Heidel. Adjusts to it. And outside the antenna.
Oh, the ball hits the antenna. Yeah, they missed that. We've got some poles from where we're sitting. The antenna was just completely blocked. That's unfortunate.
17-10. It may have just been outside the antenna. I didn't see the antenna move. Heidel. Goes it Ryder. It's an overpass. But tight up at the net. Bajent swings. Big dig up in the air for Lamb.
That's touch. Oh, we have a net violation. Oh, my goodness.
But it's on Martinsburg. So regardless, point goes to Hedgesville. It's 18-10.
I didn't see a signal as to who the net violation was on.
The closest I saw after the whistle was Bajent. So
that's
perhaps
me too. But
Bajent will send this free ball. Very similar to where we were last set. This one goes out. The point goes to Martinsburg. Hedgesville led 18-9 in the first set. It's 18-11 after that point by Martinsburg. Last set, the Bulldogs were able to cut the lead around this point to 20-16 after being down 18-9. Madison Elliott, two hands. And there's just no one back after the pass behind the back of Hess.
Right, Mott served. She's not even a front row player. You know what I'm saying? Mott served. So that means that all three attackers were in front of the setter. Someone has to transition to the two. Mott gave a great effort. She makes the good serve and then doesn't get rewarded for the effort. Sorry about that.
19-11, and now it's 19-12 after the service error. So the serve goes back around to Preslin Heidel. Sends this one at Groves. Cogswell on the left side, mishit. Doesn't get to the net. It's 19-13. Heidel again, this time goes at Alwyn. They'll go back to Cogswell, give her another shot, and this time she overhits it.
So Cogswell got way back for a good approach and then mishit, and then so this time she's a little tentative, doesn't get back, and then ends up being under the ball, which propels it up and out.
It's now 19-14.
Wow, what a great play by Ryder.
Yeah, make it 20-14.
Martinsburg's still 2 full points better than they were in the last set. At 12-20 is when they used their last time out in set number 1. Martinsburg really has got to dig here when the lead is greater than the points remaining. There's 5 points left. Hedgesville with a 6-point lead. Martinsburg has to play near perfect. They cannot trade.
Grace Lathwell into the net.
My goodness.
20-15. And like you mentioned, Jim, they used that last timeout at 20-12. They came out of that timeout and got 4 straight. So these sets have been near mirror images of each other so far. Bajent sends this one. Swing by Cogswell on the right side now. And running up for that one and punching it is Rupenthal. Now Canby gets blocked.
What a great block.
And it falls. The roof for the Bulldogs, and there's that score again, 20-16.
Yeah, Teasley's got some energy now. Let's see what happens. Hedgesville called timeout at 2016 last time. Coach lets them play.
And serve from Bajent goes into the net.
My.
Now, as we mentioned, the Martinsburg Bulldogs got to that 4-point deficit after being down by 9 in the first set. But then when we got to set point, it was 24-16. So that was a 4-point run by Hedgesville in that one. See if they can replicate that at 21-16 currently. Big swing by Canby, blocked, but it never went onto the Hedgesville side, went into the net.
Yeah, Teasley just a little bit late on the block, but she's got so much athletic ability. She's playing the ball way above the net. She just got to get there a little bit sooner and penetrate.
22-16. Branner served that one. Teasley pops that one up. They'll go back to Canby, and that one's out this time. We're cut to a 5-point lead for the Eagles now, but still only 3 to go for the set for Hedgesville and the match.
Yeah, Martinsburg has 1 left. Hedgesville's not used a timeout. I think that was in. That was a great serve by Hess.
Setter dump by Marshall. Teasley, the down ball. They'll go for Cogswell.
Off the net, that's a kill. Martinsburg, if they're going to blow one, I'm guessing it's now, and it doesn't look like it.
So there's just 2 points to go right now, 23-17. It'll be Lamb. There's the timeout, late by Martinsburg. Well, let's keep it here as it's 23-17. Just reset. Only 2 points to go for the Hedgesville Eagles JV squad to be able to sweep the match against Martinsburg. Here in the Eagles' Nest, Hedgesville High School. We get ready for Varsity to follow this one up about 20 minutes following the conclusion of JV. In between JV and Varsity, we will take about a 5-minute break before we get into our pregame for the Varsity match, where you'll hear pregame interviews with Mike Nelson and Allison Whitford, coaches of both sides. Back to play here. It's a dump over by Rupenthal. They'll go to Canby. Popped up Williams. The down ball hit. Whistle blows. Point goes to the Bulldogs. So Hedgesville was in the net.
Had to be Walters. I didn't even see the net move.
I didn't notice. 23-18. Served by Rupenthal. Lamb. This is a tough play there. 23-18, and Teasley sends it into the net, and that's set point for the Eagles and match point.
Yeah, a lot of them, too.
And Martinsburg needs to go pretty much on the same run that they needed to go on last set and weren't able to do.
Yeah, if I'm Groves, I'm dropping this on the 1. She serves 2-1, 1-6.
And it's an ace. Addison Groves puts the nail in the coffin. 25-18 goes set number 2 after set 1 goes 25-19. And it's a 2-set sweep for the JV Hedgesville Eagles over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Jim, just some closing thoughts on our JV match before we take our break and set up for Varsity.
Yeah, Martinsburg, they played great at times and then also just a little bit flat at times. And when you get into that 5-6 point buffer where you're down that you really got to eliminate mistakes and tighten up, and they just didn't do that. Whereas I'm telling you, it really helps to have a Brianna Ryder working across your back row who passes very consistently well. So good job, both teams. Looking forward now to some varsity, hopefully in about 20 minutes.
Now we'll take about a 5-minute break here. When we come back, we'll get you set up and ready to go for the varsity squads, Hedgesville Eagles and Martinsburg Bulldogs. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
This is Eric at Hancock Chevrolet. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hancock Chevrolet, it is that easy. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hancock Chevrolet will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time in a car dealership playing the dumb back and forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Cumberland to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hancock Chevrolet absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HancockChevy.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want, and your new ride will be delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch!
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
WV Medicine is proud once again to present the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K on Saturday, October 21st in conjunction with the 44th Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival. This is a great event for runners, walkers, and families to enjoy. Register by October 1st for the early bird rate. To register for the Apple Trample 5K, go online to the festival website at msahf.com. Be a part of this community tradition. Run or walk the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, Give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Come back inside the Eagles' nest here at Hedgesville High School, getting you ready for varsity volleyball now between the Hedgesville Eagles and Martinsburg Bulldogs after a 2-0 victory for Hedgesville in the junior varsity match. I know don't know the results of the freshman game over in the other gym, but talking to Coach Nelson before the match here earlier, while we were getting set up, they actually brought over Hampshire High School and their freshman team to get them some extra games in here, or some extra matches. So I'll have to follow up on that to see what the actual breakdown on that was, if it was a try match, or if Hedgesville played Hampshire instead of Martinsburg, but we'll see if we'll find that out later. But going on to varsity now, it's the first place Hedgesville Eagles in the EPAC, 8-0 in regional play, 14-8-1 on the season. Martinsburg 5-3, sitting in third place in front of the 4-5 Spring Mills Cardinals, 3-7 Jefferson Cougars, 0-9 Washington Patriots, and behind the 6-1 Musselman Appleman. That one loss, of course, being the last time that we were here when the Eagles swept the state champions. And we're able to get that win, and they've really been on a roll ever since. Hedgesville has won their last 3 EPAC matches 9-0. But Martinsburg comes into this match also having won 5 in a row, and many in straight sets as well. So, Jim, it's going to be a tough task for the Bulldogs, but they've been playing well as of late.
Yeah, and some might argue that it's, Musselman has the ultimate edge on, where they are in terms of the standings, because right now the banner's still hanging at Musselman. As for Martinsburg, if they want to be considered in the upper echelon, this is the match to prove it. They took a set from Musselman 2 weeks ago. Now they're playing in a very crowded, I know it doesn't look like that on TV 10, what you're looking at right now, but the home side bleachers are packed. It's going to be a loud match. For Martinsburg to be considered in the upper echelon, they need to take one of these matches. Tonight would be a good night for it. Hedgesville currently ranked number 4 in the state, hosting number 17 Martinsburg in the AAA standings. When you move to the entire state of West Virginia, Hedgesville's ranked 6th overall, Martinsburg at 27th, with the only other EPAC school in front of Martinsburg other than Musselman and Hedgesville being Spring Mills, ironically enough, who Martinsburg did beat. So it's going to be a tough match for Martinsburg. I do believe that they have the athletic ability and the skill to do it. All that's left to do is execute.
Right, Martinsburg does sit in front of Spring Mills in the regional standings, 5-3 versus 4-5. Although very close overall records, Martinsburg 10-7-2, Spring Mills 11-8-1. The EPAC this year has kind of settled itself into pretty much three distinct tiers overall. Hedgesville and Musselman 8-0, 6-1. Martinsburg 5-3, 4-5. And then Jefferson 3-7, and Washington 0-9. So sometimes we see it's kind of that mix together of three teams or so looking to try to be that third team here in the EPAC, that number 3. Right now, just going off the regional rankings and how they've been playing lately, Martinsburg has that spot.
Yeah. Washington, incidentally, does host Jefferson tonight, looking for their first EPAC win. They've got a shot to do that. Senior night, team needs to rally around. Martinsburg, on the other hand, when we talk about Martinsburg, we've seen these periods of flatness. I believe that they've made more adjustments as they've moved later into the season. But what they've really got to do is, and I can't wait to hear the coach's comments, but the focus on first touches, intensity, maintaining an energy level, those would be the types of coach speak that I would expect. Dylan, you mentioned earlier that Lexi Winston makes her return this evening, so Hedgesville, on the other hand, has to continue to do what they do. If I were Martinsburg, I might actually play keep away from Gracie Brown. We've seen some teams come in thinking that they can wear her down, and the fact is it seems to have just the opposite result. When you think about an NFL game, when the game's tight, what do you do to the kicker? You ice the kicker. You don't want to take the ball out of their hands. To constantly serve Gracie Brown just doesn't make any sense to me. And when you look at her statistically, Gracie Brown is in the top 3 in almost every statistical category. Kills percent, hitting percentage, digs percent, serving aces. And then the scary ones when you start looking at digs. She's second on the team in digs. Kills at 214. But in serve receive, she's number 1 on the team at 274. So it's not like she doesn't get any practice at passing the ball. For crying out loud, it seems like just about everyone's marking her. I might try a different strategy. Keep away from Brown, move the rock around, force Martinsburg's defense to be honest the whole way across the front row.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Jim, Lexi Winston in the middle will be back for Hedgesville. Kylie Ann East, the setter, not quite back yet. You'll hear some of that from Allison Whitford after our break in our next segment, our coaches' interviews. But they've had to battle through some injuries, but they've been prevailing. They had to deal through all of those injuries when they swept Musselman, and they were able to do that. We'll see if they can do the same against Martinsburg here tonight in the same way that they did at Martinsburg on September 14th. With that, we'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have coaches' interviews for both head coaches, Allison Whitford and Mike Nelson. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
My kids. You know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School. We are just under 10 minutes away from the start of varsity volleyball between Hedgesville and Martinsburg. We'll get you our coaches' interviews that we have with both head coaches from Martinsburg and Hedgesville. And we'll start with on the Martinsburg side of things. All right, here with head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Mike Nelson. Coach, we saw you guys on Thursday. You got a 4-set win against Spring Mills. How'd you feel about your team in that match and carrying that into tonight's match against Hedgesville?
For the most part, they stayed energetic. They stayed focused. They got a little flat, I believe, in that third set, especially in serve-receive. But if we can carry that energy into tonight's game, pass well, I think they'll do okay. Coming into this one on a 5-match win streak, and what would you say recently has been the biggest improvement that you've seen in your team, maybe compared to the beginning of the year or the first part of the season? Passing, for sure. Our passing's been so much better here in the second half of the season. The girls are focused on the technique, making good high passes so we can run the offense more effectively. It's definitely been passing for sure. And tonight you have the Hedgesville Eagles here at Hedgesville. You guys lost in straight sets on September 14th to them in the first matchup. What would you say that needs to change from that first match coming into tonight? Yeah, we went back and looked at that. We did not serve great that night. I think we were around 82% that night. Our kill percentage was also low that night, so if we can pass well, increase our serving percentage, and get some more kills, especially when we're in system, I think that will help us tonight for sure. All right, Coach, thank you very much. Good luck tonight. Thank you. We're here with head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Allison Whitford. Coach, you guys have had some injuries this season. We've seen that affect you the last few weeks of the season. Where does the health of your team stand right now?
So our setter is still out with a concussion, recovering from a concussion. We did get our middle back, Lexi Winston. She'll be able to play tonight. So right now we're just kind of waiting for, our setter to get back from that concussion protocol, and hopefully, she'll be able to play by the end of the year.
You have been able to sweep your last 3 EPAC matches. How do you think your team has adjusted to these changes, and that they've perhaps had some time to get used to it?
Yeah, I think they've done extremely well. I've asked a lot of our JV setter, Jillian Sykes, and she's always stepped up and she's done what we've asked. And I've thrown different people in different positions, and they've really done well transitioning to that. So I'm very proud of them, and I tell them that I have high expectations, but I feel like any time that I've asked them to do something, they have done that.
Last time we saw you guys on TV 10, it was the sweep that you had here against Musselman. How do you think your team has used that game? And just speak a little bit on that performance in that game and what if they've used that as some momentum coming into this part of the season.
So a lot of the things that I had been preaching about being consistent and the little things about being disciplined before that match, they were able to go out there and they were able to do. So I think they kind of realized, this is true. Like, if we are disciplined, if we do these things, if we can capitalize on these things, then we can go out there and we can beat anybody that we play. So I think that was good. And then just moving forward, we were able to see a couple things that, Musselman was able to bring out a couple of our weaknesses that we weren't really aware of before. So from there, we were able to take some of the negatives that we saw as well and use those as things to work on over the next few weeks.
And lastly, you have Martinsburg here tonight on September 14th. First matchup, you guys were able to get the sweep over them. What do you think you have to do tonight to be able to replicate that?
As always, I think we just need to serve and pass. They're a good team, especially, Ellie in the middle. She's done a good job. She's most of the time when she gets the ball, it's a kill, honestly. So we're hoping to kind of shut her down a little bit and make them play out of system a little bit and just kind of serve aggressive and see where it goes.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Big thanks again to Coach Mike Nelson and Coach Allison Whitford for their pregame comments. We'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have more. We'll get you the rosters for both sides as we approach just under 6 minutes to go before the warm-up clock winds down. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch!
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back inside Hedgesville High School. Here we're just over 3 minutes left on the warm-up clock. Getting ready for Hedgesville and Martinsburg. Martinsburg coming in on a 5-match win streak. And this one we saw them twice last week. Against Spring Mills last on Thursday. You just heard from Coach Mike Nelson before the break. He says that passing has been the main thing that they've been better at over this last portion of the season that has contributed to this improvement as the year has gone on.
Yeah, you can't run your offense. He used the words, the volleyball coach lingo, in system. Passing well sets up your ability to set wherever you want to set. Coach Whitford talked about stopping Mosby. Oh, Coach Whitford. We've seen Martinsburg a lot in the last couple weeks. We know that Anise Villa is the player to stop. She, like Brown, leads the team statistically in a bunch of categories: kills per set, hitting percentage, digs per set, service aces per set, digs, kills, and receptions. She is all over the court. She is someone like a Gracie Brown. Martinsburg needs to pass well. They have weapons. Kiera Rhodes has come on of late. Skylar Bishop has already committed to Shepherd University. We know that Mosby is a big presence. And then don't forget Addison Strobel. Believe it or not, she's got family watching TV 10, an uncle, 4 aunts, 1 grandmother, all the way in Bel Air, Maryland. McStuffins has got quite the following. Martinsburg needs to do all of the little things to get to the next level. And if they do all of those little things like Coach Nelson talked about, not getting flat, working on your kill percentage, more in-system attempts. He talked about their serving percentage at 82%. Our goal as a team used to be somewhere between 85 and 88%. We wanted to serve hard enough to get aces, but not poorly enough that you're going to miss. So, and we practice a lot of situational serving, first serves, end of sets, after timeouts. Those were the times when every serve counted. And then when you go on a run, then you get a little bit more aggressive each time until the other team stops you or you unfortunately miss. I firmly believe teams like Martinsburg and Spring Mills are real close to competing with the upper echelon. They've got to figure out ball control, serve, receive, so that they have more of those, as Coach Nelson said, in-system attacks. In-system attacks keep the Hedgesville defense guessing, and it gives them an opportunity to terminate plays. Martinsburg has an opportunity. It's all about execution, and we're going to find that out. EPAC, you know what the EPAC stands for? I'm going to change that acronym tonight. Every place, anticipate competition. That's EPAC volleyball. That's what we're here to see coming up in just a few short minutes.
I like that, Jim. I like it. Before we get into the rosters for both sides, let's give you a rundown of what we've got for the rest of this season coming up, because we won't have a match this Thursday coming up. So after tonight, we have just 2 weeks left of the regular season. So that includes next Tuesday, Musselman at Martinsburg. That's next Tuesday. And then next Thursday, the 19th, Hampshire at Spring Mills. And then the following week, we'll have the rematch of last time we were here, except this time it'll be in Inwood, Hedgesville at Musselman on October 24th, 2 weeks from tonight. And then October 26th, we'll have Musselman again as they host Millbrook. And after that, we'll get into sectionals and regionals that week. So let's run down both the lineups and rosters for both sides here tonight. Let's start with the Martinsburg Bulldogs. And their roster: number 1, Aubrey Killian. Number 5, Avery Sifford. Number 6, Addison Sifford. Number 10, Lily Campbell. Number 13, Cameron Sun. Number 17, Emma Bass. Number 18, Riley DeLauder. Number 19, Katie Zittel. Number 20, Skylar Bishop. Number 21, Eliana Mosby. Number 23, Anise Villa. Number 27, Addison Strovel. Number 34, Kiera Rose, coached by Mike Nelson. And the Hedgesville varsity side, coached by Allison Whitford. Number 1, Addison Groves. Number 2, Brianna Ryder. Number 3, Evelyn Jennings. Number 4, Delaney Cedars. Number 5, Alexa Smith. Number 6, Kylie Ann East, out tonight with a concussion. Number 7, Parker Sutherland. Number 8, Lexi Winston. Number 9, Elena Harper, who's been out for the season. Number 10, Chloe Hudson. Number 11, Gracie Brown. Number 12, Emmy Bishop. Number 13, Jayana Ware. Number 14, Grace Lathwell. Number 15, Addison Sykes. We'll also see Jillian Sykes as well. And in between JV and varsity, we saw the one senior on the Hedgesville Eagles, Evelyn Jennings, honored for her senior night. And also, of course, Hedgesville giving shout out to the 4 seniors on the Bulldogs side: Skylar Bishop, Ellie Mosby, Kiera Rhodes, and Lily Campbell. So we'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll be ready to start varsity match here, Hedgesville and Martinsburg. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth? I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different. We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why. The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve. Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer!
The Mountaineer Pub offers many daily specials including Trivia Night Mondays, Karaoke Tuesdays, Steak Night Wednesdays and Sundays, Boneless Swing Night Thursdays, and DJ and or karaoke, again Fridays and Saturdays. And remember, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays through Fridays is happy hour with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Pub!
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back and forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
As the Berkeley County JROTC exits the floor, we're ready to go. Here from Hedgesville, first place in the region, the Hedgesville Eagles, number 4 in AAA in the state of West Virginia, taking on number 17 in AAA, Martinsburg Bulldogs. The Bulldogs trying to redeem themselves from a September 14th sweep that the Eagles got at Martinsburg High School. It'll be a tough task. 8-0 in the region are the Eagles.
Well, if there was ever a time for Martinsburg to not be flat, to play with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, it's right now. You're coming off a 5-match win streak. You dropped some questionable sets against Jefferson and Spring Mills, which I think in some cases, again, I don't want to take anything away from that competition. Jefferson, Spring Mills, they have the opportunity, the ability to play well. I think in both those situations, Martinsburg had leads coming into that specific set and demonstrated some flatness that resulted in Martinsburg dropping its set. Momentum being a fickle beast. Martinsburg needs to get Anise Villa into the offense right away. They need to run the full complement in system, allow Mosby and Rhodes to do their thing, and spread the ball out. You can't keep going to the exact same hitting opportunity time and time again. And I mentioned that with Hedgesville, too, with Winston back, passing the ball well, working in system, and allowing their full offense to run also keeps Martinsburg on their heels, which can result in out-of-system plays. I think this could be a fun match, hoping for good, solid first contacts from both teams.
As usual, a strong student section for Hedgesville here at the volleyball match. Not sure what the theme is tonight, but I'm seeing a lot of suspenders. Suspender Tuesday. I don't know. Last time they had the old fake broadcaster booth set up. So first serve comes from Martinsburg.
Cedars gets the free ball. Villa with the short set. There's a pass and a line. There's definitely a net violation that's missed.
Gracie Brown will hit over that down ball. And Mosby. Nice touch. There's Gracie Brown, dug out by Sifford. We'll go left side, Kira Rhodes, and there's a dig. Other side by Kylie Ann East.
Oh, that's tight.
Sykes.
Yeah, just no play. It's just not a good decision by Sykes.
Evelyn Jennings ran up for it, but it was too far up to the net to have anything done with it. First point of the match goes to the Bulldogs. Same as we saw in both sets in the JV match. Gracie Brown follows it up. Too much on that one. Her attempt at the kill goes out.
Yeah, this was a little low, and I'm not sure if that's intended, but then Brown ended up being a little bit late, I think. She had to work around the block.
Sykes hits this one up. Jennings gets the touch on it this time, but it's blocked. And eventually falls on the Hedgesville side. It's 3 in a row to start out for Martinsburg.
Yeah, Hedgesville looks a little bit flat to start, and Bishop's taking advantage. She leads the team in aces.
Skylar Bishop. Service error.
Smith back to serve. Martinsburg's one rotation away from getting Villa.
Smith sends this one.
Smith almost looked guilty. The ball halfway up the tape just rolls right over and drops for the kill.
So they get an ace back on their first serves of the match here. 3-2 Martinsburg.
Here's that out of system roll.
There's DeLauder. East hits this one up. Brown takes a little off of it.
Yeah, Brown's just not getting set outside right now.
Go back to the right side for DeLauder.
Good block by Brown. She stuck with it.
This time it's Rhodes and a nice dig.
Rhodes beats the block. Mosby's all over that one. Where?
It's out. Too much again. Hedgesville on the outside, putting a little too much on the ball.
Yeah, she didn't snap and follow through at all. She just kind of flat swing like she swatted at it.
So next to serve for the Bulldogs is Kiara Rhodes. Sends it at Gracie Brown. Sykes sets up for Hudson.
Yeah, she pulled Hudson way in. She didn't push the ball back enough.
DeLauder
through the block, and there's your net violation. Hudson.
Strong start for Martinsburg. It's 5-2.
Martinsburg late on the rotation. Martinsburg not getting very many quality in-system swings, and then also some of the settings have been a little questionable off the start.
They send this serve at Cedars. Blocked by Mosby. Smith can't get there. 6-2 Bulldogs. Rhodes goes at Brown. And it's Gracie Brown.
The hit is out.
Slow start for the Eagles.
She beat the block up the line. That's not something I think that you're going to see often. That is hit it out.
We'll go to Hudson, right side this time.
Oh, that ball is out. That ball is definitely out.
And I think
Hudson is down. Hudson is injured.
And it's 8-2 now, Martinsburg. And I do think Chloe Hudson appears to be injured. Couldn't tell exactly what happened there. She's holding her ankle, though.
Yeah, I was actually looking at the angle because I thought that the ball was so far outside. My question was the antenna in play? Like we saw in the JV match, the ball that went above or outside the antenna. So my eyes had actually moved away from the ball towards the lines person and the down official. So I didn't see Hudson come down. I didn't see where the net came into play or if the blocker had, sometimes when the two players jump together, somebody lands on top of somebody else.
We can only hope that it's just a muscle cramp of some sorts or a...
Well, Hedgesville's dealt with so much adversity. I mean, they graduated a ton of talent. Richmond, Miller, Van Dyne, Gum, Willis, Hahn, Shropshire. And then they come into this season, and in the last scrimmage of the season, you see, Harper go down.
Getting helped up off the court by Gracie Brown and Coach Whitford. It looks like she's able to put some weight on the left leg. But definitely not a lot, and definitely not without.
Yeah, she's distressed. She's distressed.
But she did make it to the bench. A reset, 8-2.
So Winston comes in, fresh off the DL. She goes right into a very difficult situation. And I would be willing to bet you that Grace Brown right now is asking about whether or not the ball in the antenna came into play. I'm telling you, I took my eyes off of the action to see that ball was over the antenna.
Gracie Brown through the block, gets the kill.
And you could just feel that the emotion erupt from the concern for Hudson to the questionable call regarding the antenna, and now just the energy that comes from an in-system kill. So now one Sykes moves to the bench, Addison, and Jillian, the sophomore, comes onto the floor to serve. Bullet serve, Avery Siffer with a perfect pass, but the set is not good. Villa does not get used in the front row.
And Gracie Brown tried to softly hit that one over, but eventually works its way to Jayana Ware.
And this is one of my matchups. One of the things that I thought that you needed to watch was Villa's opposite, which is right now Gianna Ware. She beat her in that one short rally.
8-4, 2 in a row for the Eagles. Villa pops that one up and over. Hits the floor. Gracie Brown dives for it. Can't get there.
Yeah, Villa comes up. Her elbow never goes above her eyes. You have to know that that's going to be some type of a tip. She could have rolled it more aggressively. She just found the soft spot. And not a good first contact again. Sutherland's got to swing way off the net. And here's Villa in action. Great dig. Oh, no, a bad second contact. Just an unforced error. Sykes has got to be prepared for the ball coming off the ceiling. She needs to get low and be ready to play.
It did. It hit off the roof, or somewhere in the rafters at the very least, before coming straight down at a higher velocity than you would normally expect. The ball coming down at you. Go to Gracie Brown at 10-4, make it 10-5. Gracie Brown, soft touch, gets the kill.
Yeah, we've seen Cameron Sign from Martinsburg look more and more into defense. She got caught on the tip right there. Got to watch the hand of the attacker and then react. She needs to release from that defensive base just a tad bit sooner.
Gracie Brown serves now.
Another swing for Villa, but this time's way off the net. And Parker Sutherland says, oh, do not bring that weak stuff across the middle.
You certainly can't do that against Sutherland.
Absolutely not. And I tell you what, that's something that I love about Hedgesville. In transition, if there's a chance that there's going to be a swing, they block.
And maybe the two best at blocking the ball up at the net in this match tonight, Parker Sutherland and Ellie Mosby.
McStuffin gets a little dose of her own medicine with a little McStuffer.
Go to Ware.
Oh my goodness, and the defense is late, and that's one of the advantages that Hedgesville can work in system. Villa was way late. Ware has no block in front of her as Villa struggling to recover, and just a miss hit. Hedgesville not sharp at all to start this match tonight.
It's 11-6. Katie Zittel checks in to serve.
Zittel actually got pulled against Spring Mills. Some questions about her serving, I think. And a down ball error for Emmy Bishop. My goodness. Does this have the start of this match really favors Martinsburg so far.
Bulldogs doubling up Hedgesville 12-6.
Well, we're right there in that no man's land where every point counts.
And just barely keeping that up from the floor was Hedgesville. Off the block, Gracie Brown's there. Bishop this time gets it over.
Nice roll. Sign doesn't get a real good touch, but Villa's way off the net. Throws one right at Brown, digging what she does.
Bishop
That's off block.
I know it's Bishop on Bishop right there. Called by Bishop. I'm not related to them, though. 12-7.
Yeah, for those at home who aren't aware, we're looking at number 12 for Hedgesville is a Bishop, and number 20 for Martinsburg is the elder Bishop. Freshman at Hedgesville, senior on Martinsburg's roster.
12-7 now.
Zittle with oh my goodness,
and whistle blows. In the net was Martinsburg.
Well, they called a back row attack.
Back row attack. Excuse me, I believe.
Yeah, the hand up and down, flat hand up and down, palm down is some type of back row violation. Sign and Sifford got to work out the communication, and oh my. And you know, it's so hard, you can't really call timeout at 9-12, but my goodness.
That's where we stand. A little bit of a comeback by the Eagles.
I mean, Martinsburg at 12-9 could have called a timeout there, I guess, because, I mean, it's just very frustrating. And now a potential ace.
They recover. Strovel gets the free ball over.
This is trouble, too. My goodness, both teams just not very sharp.
Tough angle for Bishop, but off the contact. She gets the kill. I think Martinsburg was wondering how in the world that was inside the antenna, but I think it was.
That's what they were calling for, but you could say the same thing about the other side. I don't know. And Avery Sifford, I thought, was out of defensive position. She kind of cheated up a little bit.
12-10, and Jayana Ware sends the ball into the net. Ends the run. Martinsburg back up by 3, 13-10.
Hole's not quite as deep, but you're still right in that middle section that we see from time to time.
Now it's Villa to serve.
Yeah, and Villa went across the front row. And did you call her name much?
I did not. Just a couple times. She had one kill, and now she has a service error.
Yeah, and Martinsburg kind of looked like, oh my, it was so close. And it was close, but from our angle, to me, that looked out. I mean, we were sitting, about 10, 15 feet left of the Hedgesville end line, and, it did look out.
13-11. Strovel from the middle. And that's out.
They're looking for touch. We got touch. Well, at least the lines person called it.
They sure did.
So I think that the score was put up incorrectly.
Yeah, 14-11 is now the score.
And that could be a potential ace. Strovel all she does is find points when she's back at the end line.
Rhodes off block gets the kill.
And she does. She gets a point. And again, it looks like somebody hit the plug. They're trying to figure out the scoreboard. I believe it's 15-11.
Yep. Addison Strovel will serve next for the Bulldogs.
Oh, Bishop is struggling in the serve receive.
And Gracie Brown.
Oh, man, and Mosby gets a touch off block on the 10 attack. Bishop comes back and hits line. Brown says no way with the dig. What a great rally between two good teams.
Rhodes doesn't get it over.
She tries to cut it. Thumb down, tries to cut around the block. Just can't execute.
It should be 15-12. Scoreboard reads 14-12. I'm not sure if that'll get corrected. I believe we had an error like that on Thursday.
Yeah, unless there was another mistake prior that wasn't caught until now. And I don't even know if that went. The ball was way on top of the net. Mosby goes all out. The ball does not cross. So the scoreboard is going to show 13-14, and we do not know if that is correct. That's unfortunate for now. Neither of the bookkeepers appear to be talking or reviewing it, so I think the score is going to stand right now.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll say that it's 14-13 Bulldogs. Now it's 15.
Yeah, and this is two service errors at critical times when you have an opportunity to dig back in. Ware missed down 2. And now here's another miss down 1, supposedly with the scoreboard.
And they are going over to the table here. Scoreboard currently reads 15-13. That's what we'll say that it is. And they'll walk over. I don't know if this is a lineup check or if This is a check of the score.
Well, now 15's on the board. Should be, I would think, if that's what they were discussing, it should be 16. But, you know, that's why they run two books concurrently. Where I coach, the bookkeepers were required to sit next to each other. I don't see that often in many situations.
Well,
so there's no collaboration.
There was no change of the scoreboard, so 15-13.
Tough angle, and everybody's looking.
Lexi Winston, back from injury, gets the kill. It's 15-14. Hedgesville has cut this lead down to just one. Alexa Smith sends this one, and it's an ace. Sifford's first contact hits off of Kiera Rhodes. We're tied. Smith again, libero in the pink jersey, sends it at the black and pink, and it's another ace. 16-15. Hedgesville leads. It's a timeout by Martinsburg. We'll take the timeout with them for 30 seconds. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Back out of the timeout, Hedgesville has taken a 16-15 lead over Martinsburg. Martinsburg had gotten out to a 7-point advantage. A big run by the Eagles. Alexa Smith sends another one, but too far over the head of Villa.
Yeah, so tuck that away. I'm not saying that Martinsburg's going to win this set. I'm not saying Hedgesville's going to lose this set. But 3 missed serves in situations where you had an opportunity to either pull tighter or, in this case, take the lead, and it slipped away, unforced.
16 apiece. Lexi Winston hits that one just out.
You know, she had to expect that she's going to have a little bit of cobwebs. I mean, this is her first match back.
Bulldogs regain the lead, 17-16. Serve from Kiera Rhodes. Bulldogs get it. Got Mosby in the middle. Big swing. Too big.
Yeah, they call it out. I didn't see touch. Martinsburg's asking for the touch, but I didn't see it. It was a single block situation. Mosby did exactly what she's supposed to do. You don't swing straight. You shoot the V so that you're around the block, and I believe that she did that. And had the block penetrated into the plane of the net, there could have been a touch, but I didn't see it.
17 all. The serve from Jillian Seitz. Villa pushes that one over. And Brown with
this is going to be
the hit over and one.
Yeah, free ball back.
Only a free ball for Martin.
Sutherland. Oh my goodness, Villa with a save.
DeLauder.
And DeLauder makes a great swing. And
Brown.
Mosby's just late. Siffer with an incredible dig. Another free ball. Martinsburg gets an opportunity.
Sykes, middle, Sutherland off block, and really, what can you do?
Well, so here's the thing. Mosby's got it. So here's what you do. When you know the team can run the quicks, the short sets, the middle's got to stay nose on nose or nose on swinging hand and be there at all times. You can be late for outsides. You can't be late for middle.
Nearly another ace for Hedgesville as they lead by one now. Gracie Brown.
Yeah, and again, Mosby's got, Mosby has got to stay home for Sutherland, for the quick. So what that means is on the outside with the push, that was a short set. We used to call it a 3. She's in a real tough situation to try and get out there and beat the set. Good pass by Sign.
19-17, make it 20. The roof by Parker Sutherland on Ellie Mosby. Like 2 all-NBA centers battling back and forth. They're at the front of the net. The block this time goes to Sutherland. 20-17. Sykes with the serve. Villa, big swing and a kill on the laser beam.
But she hasn't had an opportunity to do that. Interestingly enough, I just got a text from a watcher asking if the score was wrong. People at home think that some people at home think that the score is not correct. Martinsburg has not gotten a point that it should.
And whistle for a net violation. That point does go to Martinsburg, but yeah, Jim, I think at 15-11 it was that there was some confusion on a point. It would seem that Martinsburg is not gotten credit for one of their points.
Yeah, Sifford got to move her feet. It's a good play, though. Good dig. She gets credit for a dig. Tough pass.
Sutherland sends that one over, and somehow Martinsburg is able to return it. Where? Big swing off contact.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that got touched twice. I'm not sure that Strobel didn't touch it and Bishop.
I think so. 21-19 Hedgesville.
Martinsburg needs to check their rotations. Okay, she didn't move too soon. Sifford with a perfect pass. Villa off block. It's got to be Bishop. Yeah, way outside, and there's lots of touches, and the net's moving like crazy.
Villa, the finesse. 21-20.
Yeah, my goodness. The Sykes at those defensive bases. I mean, that's your job, covering off tip, covering off block.
Zittel back in to serve again. Sends this one at Bishop.
Zittel serving very well.
And
there's another
Sutherland.
quick. Yes, so Strobel, that's a little bit of inexperience there on McStuffins. She'll figure that out. She's got to go with the middle. You know, and what happens is the middle wants to do it all. The middle wants to block both sides. Middle's got to go on middle. Nose on hand first. And then they got to react real quick to get to the outsides.
22-20. It'll be Jayana Ware serving. Sends it at Villa.
Real high pass.
They go back to Villa off the block.
Yeah, off block out.
Rolls off the net and out.
Yeah, rolls on the tee. Martinsburg extremely gritty here in the first set. I think Hedgesville helped him out a little bit. A couple unforced errors, serving, a couple bad first touches early in the set. Both teams playing, very emotional, a lot of energy right now.
22-21, Villa serves.
Boy, I keep going back to Bishop right there. They're struggling just a little bit.
And it doesn't go over. Point to the Eagles. 23-21.
Yeah, great play by Bishop at the net. Martinsburg with not a good contact. And if I'm Coach Nelson, I'm thinking, it's the timeout. I think he's got to do it. It's first timeout of the set for either team.
2-point lead with 2 to go for the set for the Eagles. We'll take the break with them for 30 seconds. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Out of the timeout, it'll be Addison Sykes serving for the Eagles, trying to get the Eagles to set point with a 24th in the set. And the timeout doesn't work.
Right, good call, Dylan, very good call. Bishop gets the kill over the blocks. Hey, and keep in mind, I know it's Winston's first set back, but Bishop is no slouch. She's played very well all season. She got great size. That's not just a good older sister telling younger sister, hey, watch me.
Strovel serving now. Sykes will set to Emmy Bishop.
That's in. Yeah, it was
big time kill for the freshman Bishop, Emmy.
Yeah, and I thought Emmy was late. I thought Emmy was late on the approach, and she snapped her her follow through just enough to find end line.
It's a set point now. Delaney Cedars, the Soapbox Derby champ, coming in to serve for the first set point of the night.
Got to use it, Rhodes.
Rhodes off the blocks. Can Hedgesville save it? They cannot. 24-23. And now, Jim, here is where perhaps that missed point for Martinsburg comes into play because
right.
Could be 24-24.
Good, and Bishop leads the Martinsburg Bulldog team in aces, and she serves a deep floater, perfect pass. Brown has a chance, and she finishes the set.
Kills it. 25-23. So perhaps some controversy there with the fact that Martinsburg seemingly should have had a 24th point, and we'd still be playing if that were the case. But set one goes to the Eagles, 25-23. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for set two between the Bulldogs and Eagles. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This Friday night, for the first time on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10, we will have Berkeley Springs Indians football as they host the Hampshire Trojans. It's homecoming week for Berkeley Springs as they try to get win number 1 of the Wes Eddy era. Hampshire is 2-5 overall and hopes to make it 2 in a row against Berkeley Springs. Pre-game coverage will start at 6 p.m. with kickoff scheduled for 7. It's the Hampshire Trojans and the Berkeley Springs Indians, and it's right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
Morgan under some heat, throws near sideline, complete to Barry Hill. Hill throws a stiff arm. Hill slow on his feet, and he's going to take it all the way in for a Shepherd Rams touchdown.
Join us on Saturday, October 14th, as the Rams travel to Millersville for a matchup with the Marauders. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m., with pregame coverage beginning at 1:30 right here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
One set down here from Hedgesville High School, and it's the Eagles taking it 25-23. A big effort by the Bulldogs. Opened up a big lead, then the Eagles came charging back. They take it just barely at the last moment, although seemingly perhaps a point was missed for Martinsburg that could have kept the set alive. But momentum was swinging Hedgesville's way as the set went on.
Yeah, you keep 2 books for a reason, but I'll tell you something. I just love looking at kids like Gracie Brown. You know, she comes over in between sets. She keeps her water bottle over in the scorer's table. She takes out her old gum, unwraps another big old piece of gum, and she's just over there laughing and chomping on that gum like there's no tomorrow. And it's just, you know, I coached these kids just like Gracie Brown for 10 years, and I loved every minute of working with the players, the student athletes. My heart goes out for a kid like Harper and watching Chloe Hudson right now. I had so many kids who went down and Tara Martin in 95 tore an ACL against FSK, who we ended up losing to in the regional finals. We were 14-2 coming off of my first year at Smithsburg, coming off of a team the previous year that had gone 6-8. And we completely turned that program around and never looked back, went 110-15 in 7 years at Smithsburg with 3 titles. And I look at kids like Chloe Hudson and see the pain on her face as she's trying to shake it off, sitting on the bench, and my heart bleeds for them. But it's watching the kids, they're fighting all of the long points, the drawn-out points, never quit attitude. Just love watching these kids play, and I hope that both teams come out with a ton of intensity and a lot of good first touches. Let's see some fireworks here in set 2.
First serve of the set will go to Alexis Smith. Villa, first contact on that one may have been going out. And the return free ball by Martinsburg does go out. So the first point of the set goes to Hedgesville. Actually, the first point of the night. First time tonight that the first point of the set has gone to Hedgesville through JV and Varsity.
Good pass by DeLauder. Just, the ball did, oh my goodness, I thought Rhodes got roofed, but it actually crossed the net. Ware didn't penetrate. Got beat on the block.
Hedgesville seemed to think the same. Lexi Winston turned around.
Yeah, I thought.
Set up.
Yeah, she's celebrating. Bishop with a good serve.
So 1-1. Gracie Brown pushes that one to the back corner, fits it into the corner for the kill. 2-1. So the Eagles get the lead and keep the serve. Jillian Sykes next to send one over.
Oh my.
Sends it at Sifford. Bishop recovers, and it's a down ball by Rhodes, but it's out. First contact.
And it was a floater. I mean, you watch the spin of the ball. There was no movement at all. So that ball is floating through the air like a knuckleball. Siffert's just got to be very patient, keep her hands down, no swinging.
3-1. And Ellie Mosby, very similar to her first attempt at the ball in the first set. A little too much on it, 4-1. Sykes sends that one at the water. From the back row, it's Villa.
No play.
And
very good
Cedars.
effort. Yeah, Cedars and Smith put forth a lot of effort. I mean, Smith really chased it all the way to the basketball court.
4-2 now. Bulldogs.
Yep, Cedars got to shake it off.
Bulldogs getting the serve back on their side. Kiara Rhodes.
Oh, perfect pass.
Like sets for Sutherland.
That's off the antenna.
And she tried to use the left hand to get the finesse play down the line, but sure did. Hit the antenna. 4-3 now. Point goes to Martinsburg.
Yeah, this is the sophomore Sykes, who at the beginning of the season was on the JV team.
Sykes for Brown.
Good line swing, good pass by Rhodes. Slow. Villa has to adjust, and she can't. Yeah, this is the difference. You know, Martinsburg is not working in system, you know, and Villa ends up with a real tough set. Low, tight. She tries to put both hands on it and direct it around the block, and the acute angle falls on the wrong side of the net.
So at 5-3, Gracie Brown will serve for the first time this set, and
sign again out of system. Yep, free ball.
Nearly.
Villa with the save.
Emmy Bishop finds it, but it's blocked. A roof for the Bulldogs. And once again, someone unplugged the scoreboard, but it's 5-4. Hopefully that doesn't result in another missed point. But
Bishop struggles in the serve receive. Saw that. And then the Martinsburg players run into each other, DeLauder and Strovel. You know, and here's my opinion. My opinion is that ball's actually Strovel's. Once the ball crosses the nose of the attacker, then it becomes Strovel's ball in the middle because she's right-handed. Now, you could argue with me if they're left-handed, but DeLauder should not be jumping into the plane at the center of the net. Strovel's moving towards her on hand.
Scoreboard back up and running with the correct score, 6-4 Hedgesville.
Sign with another all-out dig, and Villa gets a swing this time.
And she gets it to go. It's the kill, 6-5.
Yeah, if that's Wimbledon, the chalk flies, because I think that was firmly planted on the line. Good call by the linesperson. Not an easy call.
Zittel next to serve for the Bulldogs. Sends it at Smith. Sykes has to really go for it. And it's a free ball. Strovel gets it in. Uses the opportunity on the big-time free ball right up at the net. We're tied up. And Jim, you mentioned Strovel has family from Bel Air, Maryland watching.
Bel Air. Sandra Westervelt texted me earlier and said, and I keep texting Chris Strovel, and he doesn't respond. She needs to give him a holy mass of bad juju.
Service error from the Bulldogs puts the Eagles back on top. Does that make Addie the Fresh Princess of Bel Air?
Oh, my
Maryland?
Goodness. Oh, my goodness. Man, it had me all series, too. Chloe Hudson's being helped off the court. She's got a firm wrap. Looks like an ace bandage. No pressure on it.
And Strovel gets it off
block. Off block. She gets a kill to tie it up.
7-7.
And once again, Villa with not a very productive trip across the front row. Although she might make up for it with the potential. Oh, she doesn't get the ace. And oh my goodness, a communication problem for Martinsburg.
Ball falls on the Martinsburg side. Eagles go back up 8-7.
Yeah, and see on the free ball, not a good first contact. Well, that wasn't a free ball. Evelyn Jennings, she did take a good swing at it, but certainly not something that should get Martinsburg so far out of system that it results in a ball handling error.
And another.
I think Martinsburg's got to call timeout. 2 communication problems in a row. I mean, trust Coach Nelson. I mean, he knows what he's doing. It's just those are both correctable errors.
9-7.
Oh, perfect pass, but not the best set. Really sucked Bishop in. Jennings goes with a deep angle. Another real tight pass by Villa, and someone's in the net. I don't know how there's no call on the net. Coach Nelson exasperated by it.
Bishop hits this one. Another dig by Smith. Look at Brown off the net.
Okay, this is a free ball. Someone's going to have their back to the net. Okay, Bishop uses her hands. Sykes with the real low set. Hudson gets there.
And a roof by Winston.
That's pretty remarkable considering, I don't know how much she practiced leading up to this match, but the timing on that in a solo block situation against Strovel, that's a pretty good play by Winston. Man, great serve by Cedars. Oh, and you could have called the hands.
Rhodes there's outside the antenna.
And good call by the lines person. My goodness, not an easy call.
– 11-7 now. Eagles lead up to 4. Better start than last set. Make it 5. The ace by Delaney Cedars. Cedars
serves the one. Good pass by Villa. Great pass.
And that's out from Strovel.
Yeah, good pass, good set, good swing. Just didn't execute. A timeout, Martinsburg at 7:13.
We'll take the break with them. 30-second one. EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
6-point lead for the Eagles after the Bulldogs timeout. It's 13-7. First set went 25-23 the way of Hedgesville. So the Eagles trying to replicate what they did in the first meeting of the season between these two teams and get a sweep, this time on their home court instead of the home court of Martinsburg. Much better start this time around for Hedgesville, who had to come back. Set number 1, and then
the ball's got to be out. I mean, think about it. If you're standing with your heels in the deep corner, and Sifford subs out. If you're standing with your heels at the free throw line, or I'm sorry, at the 3-point line, and you have to raise up on a hard-driven ball, shouldn't that carry out? And she gets subbed down. That's tough. Mosby comes in for serve-receive.
14-7. Eagles now lead. Dig by Smith. They'll go to Brown, left side. And she gets another kill. The star sophomore, Gracie Brown.
Yeah, and the front row's got to figure that out because Bishop and you got you're arguably your two tallest, the combination of your two tallest players between Strovel and Bishop there. I mean, Mosby's tall. I'm just saying when it's DeLauder and her, it's just not as big of a matchup.
There's a kill off the block by Strovel in the middle. Give the Bulldogs 8.
And Strovel's usually good for 1 or 2 in the back row. She's capable of a run, so if I'm your Hedgesville right now, you really got to focus on a good serve receive. And I say that. Oh, my goodness. 16
that
to
hurts.
8. Yeah, this is when we looked at the JV matches and we talked about those situations when the score was 8-16 and 6-13. We're right in the middle of that kind of a mix, and Martinsburg can't trade. They're doubled up.
Mosby tries to fit that one in. Nice play by Brown to keep that one off the floor.
Perfect pass by Villa. Got to use it again.
Rhodes
off block and get it.
It falls.
But it's in system. They got Hedgesville out of system, okay, off the dig, and they get a free ball and then they use it. And here's what's so complicated about this sport. When you get in system, the other team is trying to take that away from you with a block. It's not like baseball where you stand there and throw the ball unencumbered. The defense has the opportunity to impact the way that the ball is delivered to you.
So now it's 16 to 9.
Is that a yellow? What are we assessing? A yellow card? The official had a yellow card out of her pocket. And in 10 years of coaching in Washington County, had 2 yellow cards. One of them a mistake, a lineup mistake, and one of them I deserved.
Skylar Bishop, Bulldogs still down by 7. Lexi Winston, too much on it.
Yeah, but you know what? If you're going to swing out the cobwebs, that's the time to do it. You know, it's 16-9. You're up 16-9. She had to adjust her approach. If I'm Sykes, I would be trying to push that more to the outside. Oh, perfect pass by Cedars, and that's a up-tempo, and Brown just beats the block. And I talked about this a little bit earlier. DeLauder is not the same opposite when you're looking at Bishop in the front row, trying to hit over that block.
17-10 now. Big lead for the Eagles. Villa lets it go, but she shouldn't have. 18-10. I have to think Villa a bit shorter than some other players on the court. So ball goes over her head. I guess it's not necessarily as likely to be out as she thought it would be. I guess she was kind of following that rule.
Well, it's the path of the ball, the pace of the ball.
And another big time kill by the Slayer.
But you see what she's doing. Brown's working the line. So you got one of two choices. Bishop has either got to stay back, and then Martinsburg calls timeout at 10-19. Down 19-10.
We'll take it with them. 30-second break. We'll be back with more EPAC volleyball after this on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Hedgesville starting to pour on here in set number 2. Looking to try to sweep Martinsburg for the second time this year. 19-10. Coming out of the timeout. It's Jillian Sykes that will serve for the Eagles.
Flat serve, good pass by Villa.
DeLauder down the line.
And DeLauder makes them pay. And DeLauder did the exact same thing that Brown was doing. She really threw that right hip through the swing, turned on it, and hit the ball up the line. The opposite didn't get a good block on it, and Sykes is, trying to shark attempt it over back across the net.
11 now up on the board for the Bulldogs. Brown had to pop this one over to Sutherland.
Yeah, and then there's some groans, like maybe the hands were bad. And my goodness, if I'm scorekeeping, I'm giving Brown a kill on that. The ball resulted in termination. Well, there was termination as a result of the swing. The ball was never controlled after Brown hit it. That's the definition of a kill.
20-11, Gracie Brown now serves.
Tough pass by Sign, and again, out of system, a bump back across the net.
Sykes goes middle for Sutherland, diving on the floor was DeLauder. Villa has it sent right back at her.
Yeah, I think Sign got the dig. DeLauder's on the far side, and that's a free ball error.
Gracie Brown lets it go. It's a 10-point lead for Hedgesville, 21-11.
This back row's struggling a little bit right here, and the ball rolls all the way down the corridor.
Closing in on 2 sets in a row.
Grace Brown with a little half bubble blow right before she serves. I love this kid.
Bishop back set for DeLauder, off block.
Yeah, and DeLauder tries to work line again. I like that.
Where? Blocked. But they keep it alive.
It's got to go. Yeah, Brown just misplays it.
A rare misplay for Brown. So deficit 9 points now. Ellie Mosby gets it to clip the tape, and there's no one there for the Eagles, so it's an ace for the senior Ellie Mosby.
It's a great serve. And, you know, and Martinsburg, when they've served at Emmy Bishop, has had some opportunities. You see what Emmy Bishop did? She walked over and put her left foot on the line. She's just reestablishing court awareness. Just a smart play.
And Mosby sails that one. It's only 3 points to go for the Eagles to take set number 2.
When I see little things like that, I just know like the kids are coached at a high level. You know, when you walk over and put your foot on the line, you're reestablishing your court awareness. And this is a bad pass by Sign. Tough first contact, which moves the score. Martinsburg now is down 23-13. Martinsburg's out of timeouts. Set 2 situation.
The ace by Ware makes it a 10-point difference once more. Next point for the Eagles will give us a set point.
J-stroke, good pass by Sign. You know, Villa has to dump it. You know, no good swings. See the stats for this game. I think you're going to read that Villa just did not get the hitting attempts.
Big time swing by Mosby.
And think about it. When was the last time you saw a giant swing like that, and where was Mosby on the court? She was 12 feet away from the net, swinging a 10-line attack as a back row player to see a big kill. You know, you're not going to win many matches when you're relying on kills from 12 feet away to terminate points.
And just barely out is the serve from Katie Zittel. So now it's set point for the Eagles at 24-14.
Yeah, not only does Martinsburg need to play perfect, I mean, it's such a tough situation. Martinsburg somehow has to side out and score 10 in a row to prevent a set point. And this is an out-of-system pass. Villa gets a dump. Sykes goes to Bishop. Bishop has to reach.
Zittel pops that one up for Strovel off the block. Sykes will go back set for Jennings. And Martinsburg, this is going to be a tough one. But
good Villa. Angle. Good angle by Villa. She's smart.
Winston.
It's in.
Gets it in.
Yeah, Martinsburg knew too. 25-14 is set 2.
And that's 2 straight to open it up for the Eagles. Their 5th in a row this year against the Bulldogs. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back for set number 3. See if the Eagles sweep the Bulldogs or if Martinsburg stays alive. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
25-14 goes set number 2 to Hedgesville to give them a 2-0 advantage over Martinsburg. Just 1 set to go for the victory.
Yeah, and the real question becomes now, with all of the adversity that Hedgesville has faced this season, do you play some subs here in set 3, or do you work to build the reps for Winston, and now you've got Hudson out? Are you going to try to develop additional cohesiveness with this another new lineup? Conversely, when I look across the net, looks to me like Martinsburg's sign has changed jerseys. I believe she's wearing Libero's shirt now. I believe that Avery Sifford is going to be seated on the bench, and Sign's going to play that role. So, both teams have some key decisions to make. It looks like Mike Nelson's going with the first flex, with Sign coming in to get some additional playing time at the libero. And if I saw Sifford change her jersey back, to black, then I would think, she has the opportunity to sub in. So this could be a coach's scratch for Sifford at this point. Of course, that's pure speculation on my part. She's been a key part of the defense all season. Everybody has, tough matches. So purely a coach's decision. We'll see how this unfolds.
And she does sit on the bench still in the white. We tried to get our first serve, but a whistle as the scoreboard was not ready to go, it appears.
Martinsburg with the first serve here in set 3. Bishop gets a redo.
She sends it at Smith. They'll go set right side for Jennings.
Yeah, Jennings with a kill attempt here on senior night.
Sykes this time will go to Brown.
That's the shoot outside.
Way up in the air goes that one.
It's super low.
This time back to Jennings.
Jennings again. This time she tries to work line. Jennings, the lone senior on the Hedgesville squad, getting all the attention tonight. She's got a ton of friends and family. She's even got some people that I know here from Berkeley Springs. Their daughter plays on the Berkeley Springs team. She has a knee injury this year, which has left her sidelined. Also a cheerleader, just a great kid.
We get a service error by Martinsburg, ties it up at 1.
Yep, if Amelia Riggleman's out there watching, hope you get well soon. I hate seeing these kids with these injuries. Sign with an overpass.
And Winston sends it back off the hand of Emma Bass.
Yeah, and that's one of the toughest, we talk about if you're playing opposite, how you have to wait for the ball to cross your body. A zero approach, like in that situation for Winston, to jump straight up, to establish the timing, contact, follow-through, snap down, in play.
And that serve from Smith goes out, so we're knotted back up at 2.
And Emma Bass in to serve for Martinsburg. So Coach Nelson's digging in. He's working on some different things.
Ware's going to send a free ball. Bishop middle for Mosby.
That's way in.
That one's in.
Yeah, that's a good call. Good call, and Bass gets in the book. She's not only in the match for the first time tonight, but she scores a point. She gets Hedgesville out of system with a difficult serve.
So back up in front is Martinsburg, and not for long, though. We're tied back up after the service error. So with 3 apiece, Jillian Sykes serving it at Bass. DeLauder on the right side off the block. They'll go right side for Ware. She sails it.
Yeah, Ware's way off the net. Got to find her adjustment there. That might be the time for one of those deep rolls back at the opposite corner at the 1.
There's Sign serving it.
Yeah, knuckleball, nice floater. Sutherland's on the outside. It's going to be a free ball. Brown sends it to Villa, coming back to Villa. Here you go.
Down the line and out.
Looking for touch, don't see it. No touch.
Tied up at 4.
Yeah, and Villa just hasn't gotten into the offense enough. She needs a couple swings to work it out.
Brown serves this one at sign. It's a free ball.
Nice run through.
Sykes goes middle, and it's Parker Sutherland again.
Yeah, on the quick. We've talked about this a little bit. Strovel's got to adjust. She's got to stay with the one, especially when the one's coming hard and fast. And we used to run that as a decoy. You bring your one, think about that. Bring your middle real quick and hard as if they're going to run the one, and then boom, shoot it outside. Single block every time, baby.
And it's an ace for Gracie Brown. Yes, you can't spell Gracie without ace.
Right, and that's the thing. It's a good one. Gracie, she does everything, and Villa does everything for Martinsburg, but she just hasn't gotten the attempts that Gracie Brown has this evening.
6-4, Eagles lead. They'll go to Villa, blocked, but out.
And there she did. She did get the attempt, and she terminated the play. It's a kill-off block. Perfect pass, perfect set by Bishop, and Villa put it away. She has that ability, tons of athletic ability.
6-5, and make it 7-5. Aubrey Killian sends that one out. So a lot of new faces on the court tonight in set number 3.
Yeah, so Killian's in setting for Zittle. It'll be interesting to see if Rhodes goes in next for Bass.
Killian sets for Strovel.
Yeah, the hands were a little light, but that's all right.
Jennings.
Jennings shot at a kill. Nope, doesn't get it. Free ball. Signs dumps it into the center of the court. And
Sutherland.
Again,
overpass by Martinsburg. Bishop off the block again. Bulldogs keep it alive. Jennings. Soft touch, gets the kill.
Yeah, Jennings with the kill. Happy senior day. Evelyn Jennings with the kill. Give your team an 8-5 lead. Way to lead the team, senior.
3-point lead now. Where will go again? Off the tape. Bishop on the left side.
Oh, Bishop hits that first ball outside. I like that. And her sister says, and there's a friendly point at younger sister sending her to school. Welcome to high school. Younger sibling Bishop. And he shakes it off.
8-6.
Gotta love it. The smile on Skylar's face. I love it. Emmy Bishop comes back with the perfect pass and says, take that. She beats the block.
And it's a down ball in the end. They'll go back to Skylar Bishop. Soft touch. Hedgesville is able to keep it up.
Yeah, Gracie Brown with an all-out dig at 8-6. Skylar Bishop. Wow, another great swing.
Killian again.
Both teams just playing hard.
And it falls to the floor. It's a roof for Sutherland.
But both teams playing hard. Hats off to both these teams. Martinsburg down 2-0. Could easily tuck and run. Still fighting.
Oh, and a tough contact there. A hesitation, double clutch from Addison Sykes.
Yeah, I don't know what she did. Maybe she thought that the ball was going to hit that upright, so she didn't want to commit. And then it didn't, and next thing she finds herself a step short.
Strovel serves. It just barely hits the tape. Gracie Brown, her hit from the back line, goes into the net.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those things that Hedgesville, when they come to Musselman here in 2 weeks, that they're really going to have to clean up. I mean, the setters are going to have to play tight.
Emmy Bishop swings at that one.
Yeah, and there's no guarantees just because Kylie Ann East comes off the injured reserve. She's going to come in and be able to establish that timing and rapport with her attackers right away. It's going to take reps to be able to figure that out. Is that Bass with a great swing?
Bishop, another self-enforced error, ties it up at 9. Strovel sends this one. That one hits off the tape as well. Emmy Bishop fires too far. Martinsburg takes the lead, 10-9.
Oh, we got a timeout. Timeout, Hedgesville.
We'll take it with them. First one of the night for Hedgesville at 10-9 as the Bulldogs lead. 30-second break. We'll be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Sorry about that.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Trying to keep themselves alive. Down 2-0. Currently lead by 1 in this set. Hedgesville having to call their first timeout of the night. Out of the timeout. Addison Strovel try to keep the streak of good serves alive. Sends that one to Gracie Brown. Emmy Bishop. Killian sends that down ball.
Back
over
set.
Jennings.
It pulls Jennings into Mosby, but she still beats her. And then Skylar Bishop and Emmy Bishop going at it again. I love it. I think that ball got blocked. And
right.
Villa with the dig, the save.
There's Emmy sending that one over.
It's tight and low. Bass has to make the adjustment. And Smith gets there.
Jennings sends it over.
Yeah.
Killian lets it go. It's another point for Martinsburg.
And Jennings is smart. She knows she has to beat the block of Mosby. And when the set keeps pulling her towards middle, she can't go line.
Gracie Brown pushes that one over. And it's another kill for the Bulldogs. Emma Bass. 12-9. The lineup changes so far. Looking good for Martinsburg, although Hedgesville did storm back in set number 1 from a bigger deficit than this one. Killian sets for Bishop off the block. Smith. They'll go to Bass again. Blocked, sent back.
Yeah, but a good swing by Bass. And look what happens. The defense all of a sudden is a little bit out of position. And Bishop just a tad late. I'm not sure that she expected to be set.
Hedgesville able to end the run there. 12-10.
Bishop with a very productive, now when I say Bishop, I should say Emmy Bishop with a great run across the front row. Bass with a good adjustment.
Set for the middle, Winston. Looking back in form. Finally back on the court, 12-11. Bulldogs lead down to 1.
Real tough angle, and she dropped it in. That was just outside the 10 line. Very tough angle for a middle to beat the middle blocker and put the ball in play. Very acute angle.
Cameron Sign hit that down ball. They'll go to Gracie Brown. Gets the kill. Ties it back up.
Martinsburg, I believe, has both of its timeouts. I'm not saying that would be the time for me to take one, but just putting it out there.
Cedars at Sign.
Oh, it's a good free ball. Deep line.
Jennings.
Off block. Saw the net moving. Oh, that's going to be trouble. Yeah, there's no possible way that Mosby can get there for that. and they still, I think, brought the ball back across the net. It was just out. Great touch by Bishop. The elder Bishop, I should say.
It's the tool and the point for Gracie Brown. I was going to say, thank you, Jim. I didn't do much, but there.
Dylan Bishop on the P by P.
And Evelyn Jennings sent that one too far and into the bleachers over by the Martinsburg JV squad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a tough task for the opposite to try and beat Mosby in the middle. And there's an ace against Cedars.
2 quick ones for the Bulldogs. They're back up in front, 14-13. Skylar Bishop, next year be at Shepherd University.
Another great serve by Bishop. Real high set, and a miss hit by Brown.
And she didn't miss that
one. No, she did. The set was very, very high, and Gracie just very early. But then on the overpass is right there to put it away.
14-all in set number 3. Hedgesville trying to complete a sweep. Alexa Smith and, the miscommunication.
Yeah, Villa and DeLauder, though, are 2 regular starters. I mean, this is not a new lineup situation for them. No one moving towards the ball.
It ends up an ace for Alexa Smith. Eagles back in front, and Villa going to let that one go as a sign. So even again we are. Bass serves this one at Cedars. It'll be Brown. Big overpass and out.
Yeah, but it was a good effort by Bass. I mean, we don't see her play much. And, man, she just took one of the best attacks, hitters in the entire county, and she made a good play on it. Just couldn't keep it on the court.
16-15, Hedgesville back in front. Jillian Sykes was with the serve, and Villa comes back with a big strike of her own to match Gracie Brown, ties it up at 16.
Yeah, great swing by Villa. Hey, I'd like to say hats off to Martinsburg, Berkeley County Parks and Recreation there. Tonight is rec night here for them. A lot of kids here wearing their jerseys. Wonder how many kids actually on the court on the 30x60 actually played in Parks and Rec.
We'll go to Sutherland, left side, blocked, and multiple contacts there.
By DeLauder, yeah. Volleyball night here at Hedgesville. All these kids wearing their jerseys. It's great to see them. Hopefully they're inspired by the play that they see tonight. Stick with it. Keep playing. And we'll be calling their matches someday.
Sure we will. And that's another point for Gracie Brown on the ace.
There's a timeout, Martinsburg.
18-16. Hedgesville back up in front by multiple points for the first time in a good while in this set. We'll take the 30-second break with them. It's EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This Friday night, for the first time on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, we will have Berkeley Springs Indians football as they host the Hampshire Trojans. It's homecoming week for Berkeley Springs as they try to get win number 1 of the Wes Eddy era. Hampshire is 2-5 overall and hopes to make it 2 in a row against Berkeley Springs. Pre-game coverage will start at 6 p.m. with kickoff scheduled for 7. It's the Hampshire Trojans and the Berkeley Springs Indians, and it's right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The timeout by Martinsburg, trying to slow down a run before it gets too out of hand for Hedgesville. It's 18-16 Eagles. As Martinsburg tries to stay alive and force set 4. The Eagles try to close the door. Gracie Brown, the timeout works. Even for some of the best, it can slow you down. 18-17. Bulldogs deficit just 1 point, and it'll be Aubrey Killian, sophomore, I mean, Bishop.
If that ball was
swing,
touched,
and
Bass had to play it.
And somehow it looks like Martinsburg's going to be able to get it back over. Almost went out of the gym. Jana Ware, though, hits one back, and they'll say that was 4, or they'll say it was prolonged contact, double contact. Either way, the point goes to the Eagles.
And we got chairs flying. The score table got ran into. Kids bouncing off each other. Everybody playing hard. Just don't want to see any more injuries. Nice clean finish to this set.
19-17, and it's an ace for Jayana Ware.
Hard to believe that first set was 25-23. Hedgesville came out flat. We saw an injury to Hudson. Momentum shifted at the wrong time right at the end of the set. Hedgesville put it away and has maintained it ever since. Martinsburg had a bit of a lead here at the beginning of this set and still clawing at it. This is far from over, but at 18-20, Martinsburg can't trade.
Gracie Brown just couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, and Villa's in a good spot right now. Villa's in one of the team leaders in aces.
With the Bulldogs down by 2, they send that serve at Bishop. It's an overpass, and it's going to fall.
This should not be a kill. A ball that's played into the air around everyone. Sykes has got to call for help. And again, this is if anything needs to be worked out, just figured out just a little bit before regionals and sectionals. It's the setters have to figure out the communication and mobility. They can do it.
20-19. Emmy Bishop off the block. It'll stay up. Skylar Bishop gets through the block. Tied up at 20.
Yeah, this is the lineup that caused some problems for Hedgesville before. Not only do you have Jennings stuck at the 4 out of serve receive, so she has to work all the way over to opposite. Bishop ends up out on an island.
Sykes sets.
Yeah, and Sykes gets pulled in. It pulls her in. Sutherland doesn't have a chance to take a big swing.
Bass blocked.
That's another point.
Fall.
Yeah.
Sutherland couldn't make the adjustment, and she comes up kind of hobbled.
When Sykes sets the ball straight up in the air behind herself, she pulls the block to her.
There's the second timeout from Hedgesville as the Bulldogs take a 1-point lead, 21-20. Parker Sutherland came up limping.
And she's sitting on the bench. If she's, I'm not saying that I would want her to sit. She needs to do what her body tells her. But when you get a little bit of a twinge, sometimes it helps to walk it off. You have to know the difference between hurt and injured. Hurt means it's an uneasy feeling, touch of pain. But you should know that it should begin to subside very quickly. And as you stand up and move around, it should go away. If you sit down, it might linger a little bit. So we'll see how she's moving here. And again, she's at the 2 now in serve receive, so she has a little bit of ways to go. She has to move from the right side into her middle position. They need a real good pass here because Sykes has really got to hustle.
Sykes will set for Sutherland, and she
hits
that one out. So the Bulldogs go up 22-20. Send that one at Smith.
Oh,
Bishop left side.
Yeah, Bishop's way off the net. Sykes has got to push it.
For Bishop.
This is going to be trouble.
Gracie Brown. It's blocked by Strovel. Sutherland again out. 23-20. Bulldogs closing in on forcing a 4th set.
Bill has done her job. Every serve gave her team an opportunity.
Brown off the net, off the tape, and the Bulldogs can't chase it down after the first contact. And Sutherland checks out.
And now the elder Sykes comes in, the junior.
Alexi Winston also checking in as Sykes for Sykes and Winston for Sutherland are the substitutions for the Eagles.
Yeah, this goes 4. Sutherland's a little gimpy.
Sykes able to set Jennings on the right side, and she sailed it. Set point for Martinsburg. Strobel sends it out to Emmy Bishop. They'll go back to Emmy. She has to push it over. Winston trying to find the right spot. And it's a lift on Martinsburg.
Cedars has to serve 3 in a row. Anything short gives a set point to Martinsburg. She must serve 3 in a row.
There's one. She gets it at sign. Skylar Bishop has to send a free ball.
I mean, oh my goodness, not a very good pass.
It's a down ball by Smith.
Yeah.
They'll go Mosby in the middle, off the block. Gracie gets it. They'll go Evelyn Jennings.
Everybody saw the tip after the hitting error last time.
Mosby.
Another tip. Oh my goodness, you keep going. Why are we going offhand? And that's set Martinsburg.
25-22 goes set number 3 to the Bulldogs. They keep themselves alive and they avoid the sweep. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back for set number 4. EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
Morgan under some heat, throws near sideline, complete to Barry Hill. Hill throws a stiff arm. Hill slow on his feet, and he's going to take it all the way in for a Shepherd Rams touchdown.
Join us on Saturday, October 14th, as the Rams travel to Millersville for a matchup with the Marauders. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m. with pregame coverage beginning at 1:30 right here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Martinsburg avoids the sweep. They keep themselves alive. It's 2-1, Hedgesville leading. To see if Parker Sutherland for the Eagles is affected as this match goes on.
Yeah, and actually Hedgesville came out a little bit flat to start that set. Martinsburg, I think, got a little bit of a spark from the roster changes. The lineup changes, so now you wonder what Martinsburg's going to do. Do you go back to your bread and butter, what got you here through the 5-set win streak, or do you continue with the changes in set 3 that allowed you to knock off a state runner-up? So very interesting, Coach Nelson's decision-making right now. See how it plays out. Keep in mind that Rhodes and Sifford both got significant bench time during that pivotal third set. Now in set 4, not only is Hedgesville without Chloe Hudson, Parker Sutherland looked just a little bit gimpy. And I think if it's just a little tweak, then walking it off, she's gonna be okay. And now what's going to come down to is actually Hedgesville gets the first serve to start the 4th set. Really got to focus on intensity, energy, and first contacts. And the other thing that I saw in that third set is I felt like, we thought that setters in their defense and their new roles, we knew that Paige Richmond left. We knew that there were going to be some changes, some adjustments that needed to be made coming into this season. And I think with Kylie Ann East being injured, moving a sophomore up into a very critical role, and now, it becomes an interesting turn of events, on defense. The changes to the defense. And I wonder if they've ever considered swapping the Sykes sisters at their points of entry. I don't know why they are the way that they are. Sure, it's something Coach Whitford sees that I don't, and she's there all the time.
First serve of the set by Alexa Smith is an ace. The Eagles start off on the right foot on trying to close this one out. And she gets that one nick off the tape. Villa sends it into the net. First 2 points go to Hedgesville. Smith again, line drive, but pushes it too far to the right. Two to one, Bulldogs will serve. It's Bishop again.
Maybe she comes back and owns. Oh my goodness.
And that was a big time roof in the middle. Ellie Mosby. 2-2. Bishop with an ace of her own. Three in a row for the Bulldogs. So send that one at Smith.
Yeah, who is she setting? Very questionable.
But a DeLauder, it's a roof by Gracie Brown. Tied back up at 3.
Yeah, you asked a lot of, players being moved into new positions. Now the sophomore Jillian Sykes comes in to serve, but you still got to execute. You still got to make sure that you're pushing the ball to the player in their respective zones. There's an ace. Neither team has started real strong here. Not good first contacts on either side of the net. See if Hedgesville's experience and been in these tough situations before.
Bishop sets for Mosby. Off the block. Stays on the Martinsburg side.
Yeah, Parker Sutherland against Mosby in a single block situation, but she put her nose right on the hand of Mosby. So, she just ate her alive. It's great play by Sutherland. It's a good swing by Mosby and a great pass by Martinsburg. Another deep one, this time Sales. 2 service mistakes for Hedgesville early in the fourth set.
5-4, Emma Bass will be the next to serve for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bass had a good set last time. We'll have to see her in the lineup a little bit more often, I think.
Bishop, Villa, and it looks like Martinsburg was in the net.
They're going to say Villa. The ball's Martin. Yeah, the ball belongs to Hedgesville. Martinsburg's confused.
6-4. Hedgesville's back up to a 2-point lead. Brown sends this one and gets the ace.
Sures that real short between the 3 and the 6, almost a short 3 even.
7-4. Bishop will set over to the left side.
Real high.
Off the block and falls.
And Villa was way back at the 10 line.
A kill for Villa. Villa, the killer. 7-5. Sign sends this one.
Not a great pass. Sykes has to run a mile. Free ball dumped over. This is a tough lineup for Hedgesville for whatever reason out of serve receive.
Free ball over the head by Smith. Bishop dumps it, and no one saw it coming. 7-6.
This is definitely a lineup that could be exposed in the future. I mean, for everything that they have. Whoa, what did I miss?
7-6. Not sure which. Oh, I see. That's.
There must have been a net violation.
I missed it too.
There must have been a net violation.
Yeah, Hedgesville serving. The scoreboard hasn't changed. The Hedgesville serve. Sykes Sutherland.
It's off block. Yeah, it's a touch off block.
So scoreboard reads 8-6. I'm not sure how that could possibly be the score if Hedgesville had the serve on that one.
It looked like Bishop had tipped into an empty spot. There had to have been unless there was a back row attack, because Bishop's back row player.
I guess that could be it. Scoreboard hasn't been adjusted. We didn't see an adjustment earlier when we thought there should have been one, so we'll keep it with what the scoreboard says. 9-6 now as the Eagles get that point.
Yeah, so we believe that Martinsburg lost the point in what was that, set 2, and we believe now that Hedgesville may have lost the point here in set 4. Perfect pass.
Off the block.
Yep, DeLauder off block. Got to use it. Here's Bishop with a chance to swing.
Sign is there. Skylar Bishop for Villa.
Good, both teams off block. Back to Bishop again. And the heavyweight battle ends with the freshman netting the ball.
It's 9-7.
Keep in mind, Villa's only a sophomore over on the Martinsburg side. We're going to be seeing her swing for another 2 years after this season.
At 9-7, it's Aubrey Killian.
Sutherland's
for
low.
Sutherland, and she sends it.
Yeah, Sutherland and Villa need to get used to that. They're going to be seeing each other. Sutherland also only a sophomore.
10-7.
And Hedgesville really needs a service run, just as Martinsburg needs a good first touch, good pass.
And that's a serve into the net by Sykes, so it's 10-8. Scoreboard now reads 11-7.
Good pass by Villa. Down ball. Good adjustment by Bass. Where are you going to go with it? Low, real low. You can't set the ball that low off the net.
Set up Emmy Bishop.
It's in.
That's in.
Yeah, that was a roll. She took a little off of it, but she really focused on her follow through, and the top spin dropped it on the line. The difference is between the top spin and the hard, flat-driven ball with no spin, and it's recognizing the ball and playing it accordingly.
The scoreboard now reads 12-7, Hedgesville.
Oh, great swing by Skylar Bishop.
Make it 12-8. I think maybe two mistakes have evened themselves out on the scoreboard, perhaps. Maybe Martinsburg still has one more point than they should because of the one that was missed earlier. But let's go with it, 12-8. Lexi Winston sails it, 12-9.
There's a touch call. We have a touch call.
Oh, okay. Well, it hasn't been put that way up on the scoreboard.
I don't know why you're walking across. Why have a lines person if you're...
They're going to give the point to Martinsburg. They're going to say no touch. So that would make it 12-9.
She dropped the ball and picks it up real fast and almost served an ace. And then Hedgesville gets a kill.
That's Brown again. A hard swing to try to receive. 13-9. Smith send that one. Floats it. Brown this time too much.
Yeah, she couldn't take an approach. So it's a very difficult, a static approach when you're jumping straight up to make a terminating contact. Oh, and a rare mistake by Skylar Bishop, the senior.
Service error.
She does serve at a very high percentage, and she leads Martinsburg in aces to come in and just serve a flat out.
14-10. This one from Jillian Sykes. Mosby blocked. It's a roof for Sutherland.
I would have to say that Sutherland is healthy.
Sure seems like it. 15-10.
Timeout Martinsburg. their first.
They'll take it with them. 15-10 in set number 4. Hedgesville trying to close it out. EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Hedgesville within striking distance again of a win here tonight. 15-10 in set 4. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Nick Verzolini back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin behind the camera tonight. This is a tough play, and the attempt at a free ball over the head can't be sent over by Martinsburg, so make it 16 for the Eagles. Bishop back set for Bass. Sent right back. Brown with the roof. 17-10. Another huge game for Gracie Brown. Let's set this one. DeLauder. Cedars is there.
Trouble.
Brown.
Yeah, she
can't get it there. 17-11.
Yeah, so tough to make that play running away from the net.
Bass lines this one at Cedars. They'll go to Sutherland on the left side, and she put too much on it. Deficit's back down to 5.
Yeah, she's got the most size in front of her because Bishop's, over there. DeLauder and Mosby, rather. So Parker Sutherland had to make an adjustment, and she just, hit it long. And then Martinsburg comes back and misses a serve right in no man's land. We've seen this before in that 7-13, 10-19 range where you can't miss.
But 18-12. Brown serves again. Bishop sets for Villa. Another roof for the front line of the Eagles. It's Sutherland this time.
Yeah, and all Mosby can do in that situation, she was in good position, is go low.
19-12.
Darn it. Bless you. Thank you. Sorry. Got a little case of the sniffles all of a sudden.
Brown serves again, and first contact over to the Hedgesville side and out. Another point for the Eagles. 20-12. 5 points away from the match. Brown lines that one to Bass again, and another tough first contact, and that's over.
How is that not outside the antenna?
I was wondering the same thing. Villa really pushes that one, and somehow it falls inside the line. Wow.
Yeah, and Villa just, from our angle, very difficult to assess, but if that ball truly was inside the antenna, that is just a remarkable athletic play. And we believe that Villa has that ability. It's such a severe angle.
Mosby sits down for the Bulldogs. Serve from Sign. Go to Emmy Bishop, left side.
Single block, and the set is way low. Bishop can't get there and has to tip.
Villa, big run up to that one.
Oh, my goodness. Another just not. The set just isn't there.
Sent back by Strovel. Another point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I don't know if that might be Sutherland needs to get to the setter. Not sure how they play that. The setter played the ball right in front of her, and Sutherland didn't get there. It's in.
Well, it sure was.
I don't know. Hedgesville, if I'm Coach Whitford, you're going to call a timeout here? You want him to get closer than 2015?
8-point leads down to 5.
Yeah, I like her guts. She knows her team. Great serve by Sign. And then
Annie Bishop off the block. Sykes sets Ware, pushes it, and no one's home. A little bit of a kick from Sign, but obviously not a legal play.
An international play. I don't know if it's not an illegal play in high school. International, every part of the body counts. You can play foot dig.
Just wouldn't have even realized it. 21-15,
Yeah,
make it
that's
21-16.
Strovo with the kill. The problem is Martinsburg can't trade. 4 to go, 5-point lead for Hedgesville. Killian needs to go on a run. I mean, statistically, you can win. Feasibly you can win, but statistically it's very difficult. Killian almost needs to go on a 3 or 4 point run here.
Sends that one at Smith. We'll go to Sutherland, right side. She angles it over to the left, and it's in.
Yeah, and everybody knew exactly where the ball was going because the server turned around and set the wrong direction. She was actually facing the offhand, so the assumption is she's got to be setting offhand. The entire defense, that's kind of like a cue. The setter typically should be facing middle and outside. Unconventional, very effective.
22-16. Sykes will serve. The overpass.
Great play by Villa.
Keeps it up. Emmy
Single.
Bishop. Killian sets for Villa. Back set for Jennings. Skylar Bishop has to run over for it. Strovel.
This is trouble. Yep.
And it falls. 22-17. Martinsburg still with some work to do. Villa at Bishop. Sykes sets, and it will be Bishop. Some room between her and the net. A dump. Now it's Gracie Brown running up to it and into the net. 18 now up on the board.
What point do you call your first timeout if you're Hedgesville?
Have to think within
apparently it's not needed. 23-18.
A kill off the block.
I actually applaud Coach Whitford for knowing her team. I had a story about being in the state finals. Martinsburg calls a timeout.
We can keep it through the timeout.
Our first state championship in 1998, we were playing Allegheny down at, I think that match was played at Catonsville Community College, and it's a giant gym, and I coached at Smithsburg, a 1A school. We had played against 3 and 4A schools. We basically beat everyone that we came in contact with, but in that first match up against Allegheny, we got down 2-0, and my assistant coach said, you want a timeout, and 3-0, you want a timeout. And next thing you know, it's 4-0, and Coach says, Jim, you want a timeout? I was like, that's it. Stop telling me about the timeouts. Go sit at the end of the bench. We won the match 15-4. We won the set 15-4. We won the second set 15-3. We won the third set 15-2. I never called a timeout. The thing is, you know when your team needs it and when you don't. And there are times even when you guess strategically to take the ball away from your opponent. And I applaud Coach Whitford for her discipline in that situation.
We're out of the timeout. Delaney Cedars served that one. 2 points to go for the match for Hedgesville. And make it 1. Gracie Brown with another kill. 24-18. Match point. Cedars sends that one at sign. Bass off block.
Yeah, good angle, good swing.
Back set for the senior Jennings.
And then she gets a kill.
On senior night, the senior locks up the victory.
Only fitting. Congratulations, Evelyn Jennings.
The lone senior on the Eagles puts it away. 25-18 goes set number 4. And with that, it's a 3-1 victory for the Hedgesville Eagles over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, I think Hedgesville has some things to work out. I think that they got a little bit flat in the third set. They definitely came out a little bit slow. They called timeouts at 9-10, 20-21. Martinsburg actually, believe it or not, was down 18-16 in the third set and prevailed 25-22, going on a 9-4 run to close out the third set. I think that Hedgesville has got to pass better. They cannot put their setters in situations where they're chasing the ball all over the court. I do think that they have some defensive things that they need to work on. Ultimately, I think that we've learned tonight that it's still a two-horse race for the EPAC. Martinsburg and Spring Mills, although they may have closed the distance still right now, or it's securely in that middle pack, and then Jefferson and Washington remain to be seen. I hope both teams played well tonight, and looking forward to being back next Tuesday night for more EPAC volleyball action.
And that will close us out here from Hedgesville High School. Again, no game this Thursday for us. We'll be back next Tuesday at Martinsburg as the Bulldogs take on the Musselman Applemen. For Nick Verzolini back at the studio, Colin McLaughlin behind the camera, Jim Klein, I'm Dylan Bishop, saying so long from Hedgesville High School. Hoping you have a great rest of your Tuesday night. This has been EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School Volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Keep it tuned to TV10 for all of your local sports coverage. All rights reserved.